How's that? There it is. You guys can hear me now. Sorry. I was explaining that this is still the new PC, so I'm still getting used to a few things. There might be a few wonky things today, but Jakar, thank you for letting me know. Max, happy 4th of July to you and to everyone here. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are gonna enjoy your 4th of July. Finally have a day off and you've muted yourself. Brittany, how have you been? Brittany, long time. Also, let me test something out. So, you know, got a brand new setup, and I think I've got a bot that can like spam things in chat for me. We're doing Mythic Plus keys. Let's see. Is this bot gonna spam rip key in the chat? There it is. Wait, did it not work? Oh, rip. Why did that not work? That's the name of the emoji. Beta isn't broken anymore? No. That was yesterday. You've been working way too much, so now you can't watch streams, but only one more month and your internship is done. Nice. Internships are always good. They can end up with very positive results. Ripkey, yeah, the bot isn't. I don't know why the bot can't type it in. Like if I type in this one, you bot. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's open up our Mythic Plus chest. And happy 4th of July, Demon Hunter. I hope you are enjoying it. So let's open this up. So far, my average item level is 332. Oh god, I have all sorts of weird... Okay, it'll go in here. Right? Yeah, it's gonna go in here. It's interesting. It's a robotics internship. Oh, nice. Is that what you're studying? Robotics? Until 12. Oh. Well. Oh, 12 Eastern. Yeah. 12 Eastern is like, you know, 3 hours ago. Hello, Tommy. All right, let's open up this Mythic Plus chest. Oh, it takes a little bit longer to open up than the Legion one. Look at this. Opening. And what did we get? So we got a Mythic Plus key for Freehold. And then we've got a 360 back. Ooh, very nice. Standing still increases speed by 220. Nice. It's a 30 item level upgrade though. That's a decent amount of strength and stamina. And then we've got a 340 chest. Ooh, very nice. Wait, how does this chest... I mean, how does this back look? Look at this. Alright, so I got rid of blocking and attack increases strength, stacking up to 5 times, and when an enemy you harm dies, you heal. Okay, so I got rid of that. What do I have in here? You're studying data science, specifically computer science, but you've done a robotics project before. Nice! You don't really enjoy robotics, but the internship on a resume is good? Yes. Yes, unfortunately, depending on what you're trying to get into, and since you live where you live, there's a lot of opportunities with both CS and with robotics. Your spells have a chance to... From Thros. Critical Strike? No thank you. And then Revenge deals additional damage, I guess. I really don't care for Critical Strike. I don't even want to parry or have avoidance, because if I parry, I'm getting less rage generated. So even just getting like a decent amount of crit in order to get avoidance, it's not beneficial to me. Just not for me. Alright, so am I all repaired up? I am all repaired up. So let's see if anyone's running any Mythic Plus keys. I am now 335. A tall Mythic 0. They need DPSers. Oh, very nice. When I use Impending Victory, gain of an Absorb. I use that a lot. Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. Let's go do the island weekly so we can unlock more Azerite traits. I think that's going to end up really working out well for us, because my Heart of Azeroth right now is really low, 314. If I can max out all of my Azerite powers and then even start doing like the item level bump ups, it'll get pretty high up there. So since we haven't done that this week, let's do that. You really hope you don't actually get yourself stuck in robotics. That would be funny though. Hey, sometimes you just end up in a different field, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. What's up, Raffy Waffy? How you doing? You saw a few changes for Prot Warriors? Really? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've been busy trying to set up the new rig that I have not been keeping up with patches. Let's see. Heroic Agrimar 5-man. That's impressive. That's very impressive, actually. BfA launch testing. Spell changes. I don't see... Oh, Impending Victory. They increase the amount of healing that Impending Victory does. Vanguard gives you more armor from strength. I mean, more armor from strength. So 5% bump up on Vanguard, 5% bump up on Impending Victory. Two very good minimal changes. I really doubt that Ignore Pain is off the global. They got slightly buffed, yeah. Also, doesn't matter what I do. I could bring all the settings down. Zaldazar right now is really laggy, but I'm gonna go ahead and give Blizzard the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say that Zoldazar. I said Zaldazar. Zoldazar is laggy because it's just not optimized, and it's on their beta server, so their beta servers can't handle it that well. I used to think it was my rig, but with this rig, it can't be it. That's not it. Bolt Star, it's going pretty good, man. Happy 4th. No fancy Zandy mount on beta yet. Oh no, you can character copy all of your other mounts, but as far as like new mounts, brand new mounts that may drop, I haven't gotten any of them. They have a really low drop rate, but there are, I want to say 3 dungeons that have it. Monks got nerfed a bit. Ouch. Ouch. You lag in life, but not on beta. Oh, in this main city, I just get, you know, FPS drops. You guys can see my FPS there. I'm like at 20 right now. The maximum I was able to get was 50, and I turned the settings all the way down to 1, and I was just standing in town. So I think it's just how massive this town is. Also, one of the things you guys will see is the fact that I'm streaming at 1080p, guys. It's happening. My resolution is a lot bigger. You guys will see my bars aren't taking up half of my screen anymore. And that's all because of resolution. Let's see. Yeah, you guys can see all of that spacing. You want one of those long neck whatever? Oh, Brittany, those cost 5 million. Alright, so this week we've got Rotting Mire, Dread Chain, Skittering Hollow. Let's do them on Heroic. We were able to knock him out in Heroic pretty easily. Let me find that mount vendor for you, Brittany. I'm pretty sure he's on the 2nd level. And that one's 5 million, but since you need Exalted, I think it goes down to 4.6, something like that. I think it's someone up here. Maybe the guy over there. Not this guy. Where is he? This guy right here? Mountain vendor? I think so.
What you want?
The new long neck. Here it is. 5 million for the new long neck. Or 500,000 for this guy. But this guy looks very similar to the one that you can get from Mists of Pandaria, right? Mists of Pandaria content. Do you guys know what it's called? It has like horn. Yeah, dire horn. This guy. You can get a few of these. They look. It's like a reskin. So you can buy one of these reskins for 500k, or you can go farm rares for this guy. But as far as the Mr. Longneck mount, 5 million. And that's this mount right here. This is the actual size of it, right? So if you mount up, that's the actual size. You have an auctioneer on one side and the repair guy on the other. What's up, Jakar? What's up, Epic? How you doing, my friend? Happy 4th. You want a long neck, but not for 5 million? That means you need to, as soon as the expansion launches, you need to be an herbalist, and you need to be an enchanter, and you need to herb everything on Azeroth, and DE everything on Azeroth, and then just sell all of it. Don't skill up any of your professions. Just become herbalist, enchanter, and just sell everything as quickly as you can. What are these long queue? Oh, average wait time 2 minutes. Not too bad. We'll see. I think so. I'm level 18. I'm expecting to be level 20 or 21, probably 21 actually by the end of the islands. So we can do our weekly reward from the islands. It'll get us 2,000 Azerite power. Current level is 1,000. So yeah, I think we should be 21. Which will unlock one more level of this guy. The next level here. Of this epic one. Which will be, let's see. Oh, that's a decent one. Give me extra armor. A little bit of reflection damage. A little bit of thorns damage. Oh, I like this Earthlink. That used to be my ISP. Alright. You have enchanting, so that's 1 out of 2? Yeah. Don't you get like 10% off everything as a goblin? I don't think it's 10%. 10% sounds really substantial, but you do get some discount. Epic! You got your Violet Spellwind. Congrats, man. Congrats. Not a moment too soon, because I imagine pre-patch is probably next week, maybe? Pre-patch is coming quickly, because we have August 14th launch date. So yeah, pre-patch is very, very much here. Very much around the corner. Anyone else want to queue up for some islands, guys? You guys more than welcome to queue up for those heroic islands. Do I think Warrior will be fashion of the month? You want to roll Fury, but you feel like everyone is. Oh, Warrior DPS? To some extent, yes. I think to some extent, Warrior DPS will be fashion of the month. But the reason I feel like it is because I'm sure you know Preach is one of the not one of, I think he is the biggest WoW content producer on YouTube. He said he has been praising Fury. So when you have the biggest influencer on a certain game saying this is one of the best damn DPS specs that has been created, a lot of people are gonna do it. Deadline is the 17th. Yeah, 1 month of pre-patch sounds about right. Yeah, one month. The 17th would be not this next Tuesday, but the one after. Yeah, either one of those two. So yeah, I do think that that Warrior DPS will be a little bit like fashion of the month. But I think it's a lot to do with that. The numbers that I do see that are super wonky are warlocks. Warlock numbers are insane. If you play a warlock right now and you're gonna play a warlock in BfA, you're in a really good place. When BfA launches, what are my plans? Level as quickly as possible and get geared up for Mythic Plus in raids? Yes. Sal, my plan for when BfA launches is level up while dungeon crawling, so I can do both at the same time. Level up with war mode on too. Hit 120 as quickly as possible and gear out like I am right now. So gear out in order to be able to do Mythic Zeros, and then when I get bored of that leveling process, once I'm 120 and at Mythic Zero level, that's when, oh, this is a new one. That's when I will start doing my second tank.
From Ka.
Oh, because I have those currencies.
Go with honor. What do you need?
So yeah, once I hit 120, and once I have Mythic Zero gear, a decent amount of it, not full Mythic Zero gear. Like right now, I still don't have full Mythic Zero gear, right? That's when I'm just going to start kind of leveling up my other characters. So that's when I'll start my Vengeance Demon Hunter, or my Blood Decay, depending on what I end up going with. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan right now. why you think Blizz wants us to change war mode only in Stormwind or Orgrimmar? I don't know. I don't see why they wouldn't want us to change war mode in the new cities. I mean, they're the new cities, right? They should be where we spend a lot of time. So I don't know. I don't understand that. Like, we should want to be in the new zone. We should want to be there doing things, whether it's just being on the auction house. I don't think it has an auction house, by the way. So just being in the auction house, like, we should do this all in the new city. But Blizz does what they want. Let's knock these guys out. Alright, so we've got a demo shout going. This is really, really hurting. So let's just start getting our spam ignore pain. I can also get an impending victory here. Get some more ignore pain going. Perfect. And the other tank actually mounted off, which is really, really helpful. I pulled what I think was 2 of like the elite mobs. Let's heal up again. We had to try to dodge that as best as we could. Not too good of a dodging when I have this giant snare on me. Alright, we're good now. By the way, the stream right now, you guys can select 1080p, right? I'm just making sure that all my settings on my end are correct. I may have to increase my bitrate later on, but for now I just wanted to make sure that like you guys are able to see that. Currently we have to change PvP anywhere, anytime. Very, very weird. No, I'm okay if it's done at a main city, and I understand they need to do the cross realm zones and shard us. So sharding happens like once you're out in the real world, so I understand why we have to do it in the main city. I just don't understand why that main city has to be a main city that, you know, isn't the new main city. It should be able to be done in any main city, whether it's Orgrimmar, Ironforge, Stormwind, you know, any of the main cities. You should be able to swap out into one. That's just my thought process. If it's because of the whole sharding thing, then they should be able to do it with any one of the cities. Doesn't seem like Alliance is here again. They got scared. No, it doesn't seem like Alliance is here, so we just have to kill everything. So just helping out a little bit with the beeps here. Yours is at 1080p. Nice. Yours, is it too loud? I'm sorry. Am I too loud? Oh wait, or are you saying my ears because of spoilers? I'm sorry if I'm too loud. And 60 FPS, perfect. Your sound levels are jacked. You're about as loud as in-game effects. Oh, I am. Okay, sorry. So let's do this. So you need to. Okay, yeah, I see that my mic is a little bit lower. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Sorry about that, guys. We're still getting used to everything. I had different. So as much as I transferred over as many settings as I can, there's a few like Windows settings where I had things like microphone gain just in my system enabled that, you know, I wasn't able to exactly copy over. I deleted my Windows, my System 32 folder. You've been working 9 through 5, Monday through Friday. So I don't. Your internship is a paid internship, right? Because I don't think unpaid internships are legal anymore. Your game sound is way too loud. I just turned it down by about another 10 to 12 decibels. So is it still too loud on this pull? Alliance is scared after what happened at Teldrassil. They still haven't put that in the game, right? They still haven't done the burning of Teldrassil scenario. I think they had said that they were going to do something with that, but then they ended up not. The sound okay? Okay, sounds good to me now. Okay. I can lower it a little bit more as well. No big deal. It's good now? Okay. Cool. Oh! What the hell kind of spell is that? Alright, little miss Cavalier. Let's do this. Pick this guy up, heal everybody, give everybody a little bloodlust, a little damage buff. 1080p of crispness. Nice. Perfect. You got some nice CS. Oh, okay. Good. Good. I'm glad you're getting some moonies. Here's a treasure chest. Can we pick this up? Okay, good. So I don't need... Every now and then you come across like certain islands that have like certain of those little puzzles. So I didn't know if this chest required something like a key, which is very, very common, but it didn't. So that's good. Alright, so the bear here has most of the aggro, and I don't have to fight him for it. Unless he's like dying, which he's slowly starting to die, but you know, it's a bear. He can frenzied regen all the time, right? So I taunted a little bit off of the bear. I have one of these three. And let me taunt another one off now because the bear is a little bit lower than me. So let's just help out. Alright, Dragon's Roar. Here it is. There was a simulated server for the launch yesterday. Yeah, there was. I was still getting all my OBS settings and stuff together, so I wasn't able to participate. I logged on. I made sure that, you know, all my scenes were right, and they weren't. So I'm glad that's what I spent my time doing. It was like my webcam was in the middle of all my scenes. The chat was like off to a different corner. It was a mess. At least all of the data was there. It just wasn't in the right place. Tentacle move. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop Avatar, get some more deeps going. Perfect. It'll be up until tomorrow, and they simulate the release of BfA. Yeah, I saw somebody posted it in the Discord that they were doing the BfA release simulation. Frenzied regen heal a fixed amount on BfA, or is it like Legion? Mad Trade is a fixed amount. It's been nerfed a few times. I think it's 24% of your max HP without the talent. The talent bumps it up another 20%, so it's not an even 5% increase. I don't know what it would. I guess it would be like 29%, something like that. 24 point something. But yeah, I think it's 24% untalented. Alright, this is going to be an interesting pull. Let's see. I already got my demo shout up. All I have to do is not step onto these big tentacle lines, right? And I think we're okay. I think we're okay so far. Let's slowly start taunting off a few things that we see that are on the druid that might be a little too much. As soon as our taunt comes off of cooldown. Here's another taunt. Oh, I got destroyed by two charges. One thing we know from last time doing islands is they don't heal. So even if they kill you, you can go back over to them and they still have the same amount of HP. We're almost done with the island too. It's pretty damn quick. Prefer your voice volume up a bit for sure. Let me, let's do that. Alright, that's another slight change. Should be a little bit better. Okay. You want the old dungeon power level? You want the old leveling? You'll never get over that. You roll X58. Oh, yeah. Yep. The leveling got nerfed to the ground. It's very different now. You actually have to like dedicate yourself to leveling on your tune. Wait, you're 58? The only power leveling that still exists in the game is like at level 67 or something. Maybe 65, depending on what class you play. Go solo Old Karazhan. And just solo it over and over and over again. And that's the only power leveling that I know that still exists. So you just solo Karazhan from like 60. It depends on your class. Like I remember doing it on Blood DK at 65. So you just solo old school Karazhan trash, only the trash. You don't do any of the bosses because you want to reset. And you just run in there, do the trash, jump out, reset, go back in there, do the trash. I was going to do a video on it, but it's such a small, it's like only for 7 levels. You have to be the right levels or else it's just not worth your time. So I decided not to do a video on it, but yeah, I was doing a lot of stuff there. Oh yeah, what Epic said. Epic typed it in there. As a Blood DK, I was able to jump in there earlier because you have really good self-healing. But yeah, for some classes, you might not be able to. You just want to pay someone to power level? You can. You can pay Blizzard for a level boost, for a character boost. And that's how you pay for someone to do your leveling for you. You're just like, hey Blizzard, I got 20 bucks. Nice. Finished the island. That was the first time doing the island. Very cool. You took your time to work on your lore master too? Oh man. That is a heavy achievement, my friend. Lore master? Alright, let's do another heroic island. Let's knock out this so that we can do Mythic Pluses just a little bit better this week. That's not bad. That's almost 1/4. So 3 heroics and 1 normal should be able to get you the weekly. It's not bad. 65, yeah, it depends on your class, depends on your self-healing, depends on what you're doing. It's slow until 90 anyway, yeah. WoD is mega fast. Do you do treasure hunting in WoD? Because WoD... Oh, by the way, aren't they removing Legion invasions when BfA comes out? I remember I saw something that Ian said there's a few systems that we don't plan to keep in place when BfA comes out, and I thought invasions was one of them. You do it for 20? 60 bucks is way too much? Yeah. I thought all the services were on discount for 25% off. Is that already gone? Was that like 2 weeks ago? So you made a Blood DK for all of Legion, but switching over to Prot Warrior for BfA, Cortland. I welcome you to the shielded brotherhood, my friend. Power level still viable, got 3 levels in an hour. Yeah, it's power leveling in terms of any level, it's not that great anymore. I mean, it's still around, but it's definitely not that great. Heroic islands are still bugged? I don't know. I think some of them are. I think it's just certain maps. So we'll do a normal island after this because I think we need to do 3 heroics, 1 normal. So we'll do a normal island, and I don't think it really matters which one we do. I think what matters is the map. Or maybe it's just a chance. What I saw last time is we were going into an island. Alliance was all mounted up on their boat, and then right before they jumped off, one of them glitched, and then they phased out. So they glitched and like slowly disappeared as they're running down the ramp, and then nothing ever happened about it. So I think if one of them glitches into a texture, they just kind of all, you know, say goodbye. You only do the bonus quest with the 20% XP potion? Oh, okay. Also, level 37, you can bring a friend power level to your human side on Strathholm. You get half a bar per run. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Half a bar is pretty damn good.
Well met.
What? So let me go ahead, come over here, pull this guy. Do these crabs activate? Yes, they do. Alright, so let me taunt this guy off. Oh, he took him back. He took him back. Do you guys can see my Azurite trait there? Callous Reprisal. It stacks up. How many times does it stack up? Stacking up to 3 times, so up to 1.5 second damage reduced. It's not bad. 1.5% damage reduction is not amazing. I wish it was a little bit more because it is an Azurite trait, so it's supposed to replace those tier bonuses, but it's not bad. Let's also claim this guy over here. We've also got a bigger one over here, and then I believe the whole group is behind me. Yeah, the rest of the guys over here. So let me pull this guy. I want to run to the other guy. I think the other guy has a much bigger pull. How am I liking Prot so far? Dan, it's in a much better place than it used to be. The only unfortunate part for me is I know at this point I sound like a broken record. I'm okay with that. I will admit that. I just wish that Ignore Pain was off the global. That's it. If they take Ignore Pain off the global, I am done with any sort of complaints about Prot Warrior. Oh man, that poison got me because I was disoriented. So yeah, the only part that feels a little bit off is that. The only other part, the only other complaint that I can have about Prot Warriors is the fact that the new threat changes. Yeah, I was snared on top of that. Not much I can do. The new threat changes impact us pretty heavily. So the new threat changes mean that we should have really good AoE in order to maintain threat, right? Especially when we're doing Mythic Plus. Having really good AoE threat is what's going to save us and what's going to save our group. But unfortunately, we only have Thunderclap on a 6-second cooldown, and then you have Revenge, and Revenge costs your main resource that you use to stay alive. So as a Prot Warrior, trying to maintain aggro with the new threat system is a bit of a pain. If you have a pre-made group, then you don't have too much to worry about because a pre-made group will listen to you. But when you run Pugs, they're gonna jump in, pop all their cooldowns, and then try to nuke everything, right? And that's when it's a killer. If all you do is do guild runs, if all you do is do runs with people you know exactly who you're running with, then yeah, this problem doesn't apply to you. It applies to the Pug world. Alright, so let me just keep kiting this guy slowly but surely. We have a few more Azurite veins out here. And, oh, we have a nice little carrion over here. A bone picker. So, let's just... Oh, man. This guy's hurting. Let's do a little bit of impending victory. Let's do a demo shout. Still got my blocking going. Oh, I also have one other Azurite infused mob on me. This freebooter Dan. Damn it, Dan. Perfect. Gonna get a little heal. Gonna get to mine this. What is this flag? Huh. Flag disappeared. Not sure what it was. All in all, it isn't very long for allied race. Oh, you can start an allied race for a free level 20. That's true. That is true. You do skip the first 20 levels of the game. Do we have a self-healing trait for Warrior, Prot, and Azurite yet? No. No. The best thing I was able to find is this new one, which I didn't know existed. No, not this one. This one right here. When you gain Impending Victory, you also gain an Absorb for 10 seconds. Or when you use Impending Victory. So if you spec into Impending Victory like I am currently, then that Azurite trait is going to give you a little bit of a bubble. It's a decent bubble too. 9k of a bubble right now. My total health is 138k. So, you know, not too bad. Probably something like 7 or 8%. 7 or 8% whenever I use my Impending Victory is not bad. The only thing is it doesn't last that long. It lasts... I thought I saw it. I thought I saw it last like 4 seconds. So, it doesn't last too long. But, not too bad. That's it for in terms of like healing. You have to spec into Impending Victory. At this point, you know, part of me is like they should just bake it in, but that's not going to happen. And also, what's my advice for casual like me getting into Mythic Dungeon ready, how to gear and such? the best way to gear is to just get in there, Epic. So the best way to gear is to do world quests or just regular quests. Since regular quests scale up to your item level as well, just do regular quests. So regular dungeons drop item level 310. So do regular quests until you are about that 310, and then once you're within 5 item levels, 305 and above, that's when you can start doing normal dungeons. And then once you do normal dungeons, you'll get fully like 310'd out. Maybe you'll get a few war forges or something. You might get a world quest that is what are they called, the elite world quests that have a higher reward, and then start doing heroics when you're within 10 item levels of that heroic. So heroics drop 325, so whenever you are 315, that's when you can start doing that. And then yeah, just like slowly work your way up to Mythic. If you are more casual, your gear is not going to take you as far, right? So if you're a little bit more casual, like I was doing Mythic Zeros at item level like 315, 316, that is a big drop for doing that content. If you want to do Mythic Zeros and you're a lot more casual, instead of doing them at like at 315, you probably want to wait till you're about 325, like fully heroic out. Just requires a little bit more item level to get you a little bit further. That's all. Got our shield block up, so I want to make sure that everybody is facing. Oh man, that disorient gets me. I can't even do anything about it. I don't even know, like it doesn't have a cast time or anything. It just kind of goes off. Do I play with the Devastator talent in BfA? No. And the reason for that is Devastator no longer gives rage. So I don't see the point in having that Devastator talent point. Like with the new global cooldown changes, I have filler. Like there's no way around it. So I spam Devastate as my filler, but since it doesn't give rage anymore, I really don't care about that talent. Oh, we have a coin over here. A coin and this, a little strong box. Oh, it's a rice bowl. Never mind. Gave me a food buff though. What is this food buff? Restoring 5% health every 5 seconds. Very nice. Still says 60 for Boosie. Wish you would have known they discounted it. Yeah, they discounted it like 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago, there was like a free welcome back to World of Warcraft weekend for everybody who had quit at one point. And they also reduced the cost of everything by 25% or something like that. But yeah, there was it wasn't very advertised. Like it was only advertised in the launcher, which I'm not quite sure why they only advertised it in the launcher. I think they should have sent out some emails too. Taking out this big guy. Got me with the first one. I didn't know it was a complete AoE around him. I thought it was like a targeted AoE. I mean targeted frontal cone. I tried running around him. Nope. Took me down. Guru the Mountain Breaker. Nice. Oh, this was locked. You guys saw that? So you can't even split up your group. Pull him and have somebody else loot this. Like the Azurite was locked behind him. What is up, Feld? How you doing? It said 10 seconds. Oh, okay. Yeah, 10 seconds isn't too much for an absorb, to be honest. But then again, it's not a huge absorb either. I think I can loot this without anyone looking at me. Nice.
The device is up. You should be able to see all the Azurite now.
Oh, they're doing a big pull. Normally, I'm a little bit scared of doing like the humanoid pulls because for some reason, the humanoid mobs in the islands seem to be a lot stronger. Like when we've had troll mobs where their casters are just completely destroying us. I've had human mobs like this also just completely destroy me. So it seems like the humanoid mobs are definitely a lot stronger than just the straight up creature mobs that are like the crocodiles or the cats, the big cats or anything like that. These humanoid mobs are always doing like some sort of casting. They also have like multiple things that you can't interrupt. They also somehow always mess you up either with stuns or like this sort. Look, I can't do anything about it. There was no no projected texture on the ground. Now I got hit by that venom. That's really gonna do some damage to me. Hopefully Ignore Pain can keep me alive. Let's also pop Shield Wall right now because this is a lot of damage. Oh, never mind. Come on, come on. Can we heal ourselves in between this? Oh man, too much, too much. I'm telling you, those humanoids, don't mess with them. You thought there was a trait that gave you Leech after using Ignore Pain? Sal, the only trait I knew that had that, it would give you Leech after using Heroic Leap. But I don't think that's in the game anymore. Let me check. It was on my blue gear for sure. This is increase block, Ignore Pain. Oh, it is Ignore Pain now. So when BfA first launched, I remember doing the first raid test and telling the other prot warrior about it. And it was, yeah, I guess it is increases Leech with Ignore Pain. The one that I knew was after you Heroic Leap. So I'm glad they changed it from Heroic Leap to IP. That makes a lot more sense. Let's pull some of these guys. We also got some Azrael over here. Oh, this is the Alliance boat without any Alliance in it. I don't want to get too close to it. They start bombarding you. So since we're almost done, I have a few Azurite nodes over here. So we're going to be able to knock those out. So let me see. I've got the bubble here. Oh, it does say 10 seconds. You're right. A 10-second bubble. Which isn't bad. It isn't great, but it's not bad. For a free Azurite trait, we'll take it. Stream looking good on the new rig. Thank you, Fel. Thank you. And I'm not even done yet. This isn't even my final stage yet. I still have a little bit more to do to finish the setup. I think this might be close to it. Oh, 8,000. That's what you get for working? Yeah. They definitely, you know, only advertise that they advertise it very specifically. All right. Since I have some backup here, let's do this pull. I've got a demo shout up. Let's get some IP up. Get some deeps out on these guys. This is a rare mob on me. And I think after we kill this guy, we'll be able to pull this thing. I mean, open up this chest. And that chest should be the last thing we need. And in fact, maybe even just taking this guy down is going to be the only thing we need. Also, I could have sworn that this Demon Hunter was Vengeance when we first started the pull, and it looks like he's Havoc now. That's a Havoc meta. So I could have sworn he was Vengeance. So maybe you can switch specs mid-island. It's interesting, especially since they just removed it from like the whole gear swapping and Mythic Plus. I think you can. I'll give it a shot. If this doesn't like complete it, I'll give it a shot. Or maybe I can give it a shot right now. Let's see. Get away from me. And oh, I'm in combat. Who knows? The world may never know. So what item level is Mythic 0 now? 340. 340 is Mythic 0. I can do a whole video kind of explaining that as well. I'm also starting to kind of get everything ready for starting the new dungeon guide, so you guys can be ready for those. So what the plan is for me to slowly build out the dungeon guides for you guys for all three difficulties, normal, heroic, and mythic, and then slowly start doing the Mythic Plus guides. And hopefully in 1 month, well, I won't be able to swap specs. Hopefully in 1 month, when BfA launches, I'll have the large majority of those done. So let's well, let's open up this first. Nice, got some monies. So let's check a normal island just to make sure that they're not all glitched, because that one, yeah, no alliance. Looking forward to how to hack island mode video. Bracer Lego and BfA, I would love that. If they put the Bracer legendary, I think I've mentioned it before. We have all of our talent points here. The one talent point that I don't see the use for is Ravager. I still don't understand the point of parrying when you're a Prout Warrior. Every time you get hit, you generate rage. Why would you want to avoid getting hit? What you want to do is mitigate as much as possible. So like Ravager doesn't do a lot of damage. It's on a long cooldown for the amount of damage it does. It does something that you don't really want to do as a warrior. So if they got rid of Ravager and they just put the Bracer healing right here, they just got rid of Ravager, put the Bracer healing right there, it would be a really good contender. There would be plenty of warriors who, instead of picking up anger management, would go, wait, if I run Booming Voice and Dragon Roar with the new Bracer talent, I'm going to do a decent amount of self-healing. I can do some good self-sustain. I don't know. It might be competitive with anger management. I still haven't ran the numbers because it's not, you know, I'm not a Blizzard designer, so I can't just be like, this is going to happen and test out the numbers. It's not even, you know, on the list. So that's one of the ones. Ravager, Never Surrender, and Safeguard, I think, are the 3 least used talents. Safeguard might have some niche uses when we talk about like progression rating and certain Prout Warriors trying to help out their other tank. But honestly, there's not much in the... Oh, here's the Alliance boat right next to us. There's not much in the way of that. So this Azurite infused turtle here, we've... Oh, there it is. I was like, we fought these guys before. They start spinning around, and they do a lot of damage when they start spinning around, so I have to be careful with that. Alright, so there's another big turtle over here. If the Alliance come out, they're gonna be right next to us, so that's gonna be pretty cool. I'll stay around here. So let's stun that shell spin. That shell spin is not going to be a fun time for anyone, to be honest. So we'll interrupt that. There's a cast, a geyser cast, snapping bites, and then shell spin again. No? Okay. We've got an enhancement shaman with me right here. There it is. I don't have a stun anymore. Oh, actually, yeah, I do. Bull rush. Oh, it doesn't work. I have to get my face in there, and it doesn't work. All right. Now we know. Bull rush doesn't work for stunning. If they implemented the Bracer, it'd be so freaking good. But then you'd have a choice to make. Anger Management is a very good talent point. Anger Management is one of those that you just want it. So you have Demo Shout up every single pack. So all of a sudden, they give you Bracer talent point competing with Anger Management. You have quite a decision to make, which I think is what talent points should be, right? Talent points should be like, oh man, I don't know, I want all 3 of them. That's to me what talent points should be. I want them all. Why do I have to make this choice? I hate that I have to make this choice, but that's the good part about it. Having too many good choices is what makes a really good talent tree. So I think something like that would definitely be interesting. And then you'd also have Mythic Plus weeks where it's like, hey, you know what? I have Necrotic this week, and even though Necrotic, it sounds like self-healing, it sounds like the Bracer healing talent would be good. Anger Management would be better for Necrotic because it reduces damage taken in, and my healing is being countered by Necrotic. So while some people might go with the self-healing, I think a lot of people that understand the Mythic Plus system would be like, no, you know what? This other thing is way better. Alright, let's click the... Normally these shrines mess us up. Oh! Movement speed increased by 30%, delivers a near lethal dose of poison when applied and removed. Well, that's very true. That's very true. Near lethal. You still don't understand why they left it. They don't want every single tank to be self-sustained. That's why. They don't want every single tank to be a DK out there to say, hey, you know what? I can run a Mythic plus 15 by myself in time. Or Demon Hunters who can also run a plus 15 solo in time by the end of an expansion. Like they don't ever want that to happen again. They want the Holy Trinity to be back. It was like the only Lego you couldn't remove at all. I loved it. There was quite a few Prout Warriors who would swap out different Legos. For me, it was always baseline bracers, and then what else am I building on top of it? Yeah, I love those bracers as well. Whoa. I think I had a few. Never mind. So that was hidden in the water. That wasn't something we could see beforehand. Oh, Blizzard, you're so sneaky. Island mode, Warfront, Mythic Dungeon, War mode scenarios isn't it way too much stuff? No, I think it's okay. The only way that I would agree that it's way too much is if it was all necessary. I like having the option. So having war mode on, oh, that was like an AoE. This AoE is really hard to see. So having like war mode on isn't really going to change much. You need to be someone who enjoys PvP. There is a small increase to XP gained, but if you don't want PvP and you want to ignore war mode, it's gonna be like having one BOA equipped, just one. So it's like it's not that bad. And then like Warfront, as far as I know, the biggest reward that Warfronts are gonna give are transmog gear that is specific to Warfront. So you don't need to do Warfronts. Like if you don't care about the transmog, then don't do a Warfront, you know? And then islands are going to be one of those things that are necessary because of how big the Azurite reward is, and you guys can even see that I'm grinding them at this point now that they added those weekly rewards. So yeah, it's going to be Mythic Plus and islands are going to be the main content you're going to be running constantly. You know, Mythic Plus, islands, and that's it. The other stuff is optional. Warfronts, you like PvP? I mean, war mode, you like PvP, go do it. Warfronts, you want that transmog, and if you don't have it already, go do it. Like for me, Warfronts is something that's the least exciting. I've played Warfronts all 3 times. I think they've tested it like 4 times at this point. So I've tested it 3 times, and Warfronts seem really boring to me, unfortunately. They get very, very stale. Oh, nice. We get to dig this up with our lovely shovel that we got earlier. There's a big node of Azurite here. Let me just go ahead and pull this guy away from my teammate so he can just start looting that. Start looting it. Start looting it. Come on. Stop wasting time. Oh, man. Okay. The bracer was even good for DPS in the Mage Tower. Yeah, I hope they bring back something like the Mage Tower as well. That's something else that I hope they bring back. A single player challenge. I realize we play an MMO, we all play an MMO because we like the community experience, but I think we all have to admit that MMOs have changed since WoW first launched. Oh man, healing done, healing taken, dodge, block, and cherry. Why would my dodge, block, and parry be reduced by 100%? Alright, never pick up the light shrine, guys. If you guys are tanking, just don't pick it up. I'm gonna murder you. Gonna do some shopping for sure, Demon Hunter. I need to heal up. I'm just sitting down eating food. So I can't block anymore. I can't block anymore. Or dodge or parry. Dodge or parry are the least of my worries. I can't block anymore. Let's see how difficult it is to do a hard mob without being able to block. I'm going to guess, oh, very, very difficult because he also disorients me. He's this guy that disorients me. I can still ignore pain, which is the only thing I have now. Alright, should be able to get a new ignore. Oh, no. If he hits me with this poison one time, I'm dead. I'm just dead. Alright, so I killed him. I killed the ads. A little bit of healing. Where is the rest of my group? Very, very far away. Okay. But yeah, I think having more content to do is not necessarily a bad thing. Will some people get burnt out? Yeah, some people are going to be crazy and do all of the content, but it's not necessary. Also, like, if you never want to raid anymore, like in Legion, I'm sure there was some people that didn't raid All they did was Mythic Plus, and they maintained a very, very good item level. And that's going to be the same case here in BfA. So if you don't like raiding, if you have a bad taste in your mouth from raiding, from an experience you've had over the, you know, however many years we've had WoW out now, 10 plus years, then you just don't raid. Like, no biggie, just don't raid. Why is this? I can't click it. Huh. I don't know what that is. I can't interact with it. I think I probably need a torch to interact with it. Let's go find the rest of my group. You think the end AI and the island are going to become self-aware? Oh man, I think so. I think at this point they're just kind of like, no. If we don't do anything, they still farm. You know, Blizzard said we had to work in order for their players to actually do things. It's not true. Alright, let me drag these guys over to the rest of the group. So hopefully we can get some increased damage. This is a normal island too, so it just looks like they're just glitched. Islands are just glitched at the moment. But yeah, in terms of like player burnout and stuff, it's interesting because now you can have the best gear in the game just by doing Mythic Plus. You don't need to do raiding. You don't need to worry about doing anything with more than just 4 other people, and you can get a group of 4 people going. If you pug enough, you can get to know a group of 4 people decently well. There's also a decent amount of Discord communities now where you can just join them, and also the new communities feature, which we will be starting a community. I haven't been on live too much, so I haven't, you know, done too much work on that. But when that kind of goes live in BfA, I'll start up a community for all of us so that we can either dungeon crawl together, level up together, whatever it is that you guys want to do. There will be a befuddled community there. Also, like pugging raids like we used to do every Friday. Once BfA goes live, we'll have all of that back. Since I got the torch, yes, I can do that. Okay, perfect. Burn the vines. Nice. Alright, let's go back with our group. And then as far as are they just gonna spawn a bunch of elites here? And then have any of you guys played around with the communities feature a lot? Does anyone here have experience with how the community features currently does work? Because I know it's in live. Oh, nice. We did get the big guy. Let's just go over there. Knock this guy out. I can interrupt that slam. Again, I can't do any blocking anymore because of that shrine buff I have. So let's be very careful. I think he's going to do the slam. There it is. Have one more charge. Let him do his cast. As long as he's not hitting me right now, because I can't block. There's the Azurite. Oh, man. Someone got him. Elemental slam. Oh, my stun's down. Perfect. We're gonna knock this guy out. And should be the end of the island, right? Isn't each one of these like almost 200? 175? Should be a... Oh, no. It's not the end of the island. Not even close. Just create the community? Yeah, but I don't know if any of you guys already have experience with it. I don't know if there can be like mods. If I'm not... I just wanted to ask about the system of the communities and how it really works. Let's knock these guys out too. They have a decent pile of Azurite next to them. These guys also do a cast. That's the Azurite barrage. Let the cast go off. As soon as it does, that's when you can throw out your stun. That guarantees the interrupt. I have had it interrupt when they're trying to cast it, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way with channeled spells. It seems Nito, haven't played with it yet. Yeah, we're gonna have to mess around with it. Very nice. So that normal island is still glitched, but we're almost done with gearing out for this week, right? Let's see. Yeah, we're at 23k, so let's do another heroic. 23k out of what, 40? Yeah, so we're more than halfway there. Gonna get all the Azurite. We're not even level 19 on our neck yet, but we should be getting very close. We're half a bar away. 119 artifact power. Yeah, we'll get it done. We'll get it done right now. Oh, I'm still glowing because I still have this debuff on me. I still can't block or anything. I was like, why am I all translucent? It's because I still have that you can't block debuff on you. It's not too bad. Definitely for healers though. I thought I had joined a community. I was in a random Mythic Plus pug, and some guy in the beta started a community, but maybe they reset. Maybe I got booted out. Who knows? And then this PvP one, it's interesting that you need a pre-made to do the PvP. There is no solo queue. And then the Mythic one is just not available anymore. They became self-aware. They glitched. Yep. The AI knows. Oh, this is my cloak. I was wondering what that buff was. This is my cloak buff. I thought that was the for a minute there in the islands. I thought that was my bubble from impending victory, which it is not. It is not the way the bubble looks. Let's do this and this one. Where are the gloves? It's these. Nice. Tarns are a little too big for that outfitter. So we'll be doing Mythic Plus as soon as we can finish that weekly, because we'll hit level 20. We'll unlock one more Azurite trait here. Oh, let me repair over here. We'll unlock this Azurite trait, which is going to be giving me extra strength, diminishing down, or it can be, it'll probably be the other one, increasing my armor by 200. It's not going to be too much of a change right now. And then this one, yeah, not gonna do too much. We can skip that one. Also, is there any particular content you guys would like to see in terms of videos before BfA goes out? So I'm going to have one where I do the boss guides. I'm going to have one where I do the Mythic Plus pull guides. I'm going to have one where I show the world entrances too, just because that's going to be something that we all struggle with in the very beginning. One of the next ones is going to be ranking all of the tanking classes. And I still need to finish leveling up my monk and gearing him out. How much AP am I getting per island? At the end of the island, I'm getting about 300. About 300 per island. But then after doing 4 islands, or 4 or 5, you get your weekly reward, which is 2,000 Azurite. So that's where the big reward is. The weekly reward. Is everyone AFK? Oh, there they are. I just had to ask them a question, and then they were like, "No, we're here. We're good. We're good. I'm awake." All right, pop an avatar, get some deeps going on this group, and then we've got another group over here. Not too big of a group though. Oh man, I think I stood in that. It's my fault. So let's go ahead and start pulling these guys. And just like the other times, the humanoids are normally a little bit tougher. Now, none of these guys are elite, so I should be okay. I don't think I should struggle at all with this. But just in case, I am pulling ahead of my group. You know, they're not necessarily here. They might be looting Azurite. So just in case, pulling slowly but surely. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. And then Azurite. No, they didn't loot all the Azurite. So let's go back. Broken Azurite. Nice. This one, no, this. She looked a little bit bigger. I thought she was going to be the Azurite infused one, which she's not. Oh, here we go. We have an elite over here. Oh, we have an elite here actually. I didn't realize that. We have an elite Yeti in here. I was trying to get a charge going off there. One thing that is still very, very glitched in the beta is charge. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Sometimes it'll just say there's no path available. When I was trying to run old world quests, I couldn't charge at all in the old content. I was running like Wailing Caverns and I forget what other dungeons for shields. But I was running quite a few dungeons and in none of them could I charge. Alright, so I'm really close to dying here. Just gotta ignore pain going. Get a stun going there. Nice. I got an impending victory there. Didn't get that one, but we got a full self heal. Very nice. Knocking these guys out. Guides will be much loved, much better than reading the pages. I'm awake, I'm awake. Happy 4th, Mohammed. And welcome to the stream, Mohammed. By the way, this stream should be in 1080p, 60 FPS for you. And of course, thanks to everyone who has donated, all the patrons, all the channel sponsors, everyone who like comes here and interacts in any way, shape, or form. That's why the rig was able to be built, or not necessarily built. I guess I put a few pieces together, but I definitely found a very good deal on a pre-built one, and I was able to just take that as the base. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, you know, when you live in another country, it's like 4th. What's going on? If you guys do live in the U.S., 4th of July, today's when the new Purge movie comes out. If you guys are fans of that series. No one is awake on a druid. Ouch, ouch. Brittany, too bad you weren't here when I did my druid tanking series. I've been doing tanking series on every single tank so far. I just need monks and demon hunters at endgame. But when I did the guardian druid, at one point I replaced every button on all of my bars with swipe, and I was still able to complete a dungeon. I didn't lose aggro. I didn't die. All I had was swipe on my bars. But once you get to Mythic, Mythic 0 content, that's, you know, when it matters. Did I fall asleep mid-stream? I actually, when I put swipe on all of my bars, I actually did close my eyes. I'm not gonna lie. I closed my eyes and I just started hitting swipe. It was pretty fun. Once you hit Mythic 0 content, it does get a little bit more difficult. But for leveling, yeah, druids are just, man, you don't have to worry about anything. Thrash, swipe, thrash, swipe, thrash, swipe. What button do I hit next? Is thrash available? Hit thrash. Is swipe available? Hit swipe. Well, swipe is always available, but is thrash available? Do that. Thanks to Will Smith. Yeah, that's what 4th of July is, celebrating the fact that we defeated the aliens, right? I'm joking. I'm joking. Once you get geared, you can go back to swipe for Mythic 0. Yeah, probably. Although with the new with the threat changes, once you are 120, swipe doesn't generate as much threat as you'd want it to. So you know, as a guardian druid, you struggle with aggro. That's the one thing you struggle with. You struggle with aggro. Alright, let's run in here. We've got one elite. Yeah, if we just pull these guys, we got one elite. The other elite is that lady over there, and I don't want to pull her yet. Not with this group. Let's do Avatar. A little bit of damage with my trinket. Nice. Oh! What? I got hit for 252Ks back to back. I have a total of 134,000 HP. And I got hit for 104,000. Yeah, it's a little intense. I don't even know how I came back to life. I'm assuming B-res from the Hunter, but I don't see Heart of the Phoenix? I don't know. I'm back. That's all we gotta know. Oh, by the way, Brittany, did Red do the Dark Souls Remastered? I was seeing a lot of people pick it up and play Dark Souls Remastered as soon as that came out. And I remember that Red is a big Dark Souls fan. Alright, let's knock these guys out. I might be able to pick up a little bit more. There's this guy over here. There it is. Let's charge back in. This guy, the Hunter, his pet has taunt, which, you know, I'm okay with. If that pet wants to tank, that's fine. Less damage to me. He did. He enjoyed it a lot. We didn't defeat the aliens. The aliens are going to go to Canada. What does this do? Okay. Let's figure out what Wanderer's Respite does. It... Versatility by 30%, healing taken reduced by 60. Oh no. I can't be healed anymore. So the Wanderer's Endurance is more for DPS. Got a good amount of versatility there. Since it decreases my healing, does it decrease my IP? No, does not. Okay. But it will change my impending victory. However, we got this big dude here. Wait! Guys, there's Alliance here. You see that? They have 15 Azerite. Oh, man. They're catching up. We got to do something about this. This is not okay. I'm going to submit a ticket to Blizzard. Alliance had 15 Azerite by the end of my island. This is ridiculous. Oh. I'm walking away. Oh no, did his cat die? Oh man, I think the pets are dead. Let's just start blocking the things. My healing is going to be nerfed a little bit, so I want to use it a little bit beforehand, a little bit earlier than I would normally, since it's going to be doing a lot less. So we did unlock these Azerite clumps that were behind him. So let's just loot these guys. And now we can keep pulling. I am liking the islands a lot more than the Warfronts, probably because there's also a lot more variation in them. Like, there are so many islands, I still haven't seen all of them. Alright, I'm going to just be getting spam charged here. This is going to be fun. Maybe one day I'll be able to move. Alright, get my AoE stun going. Get Avatar going, just do more deeps. So since the Azerite collector device is up, we can look to the skies. Let me see if I can show you guys. No, I don't see it. When that Azerite collector normally comes off of cooldown, you can see like where the Azerite is. So I don't see it right now. And there's also this lovely rotting wooden chest here that we want to pick up. Dark Souls Remastered, it looks very old. It is old, that's the point. Dark Souls came out a very long time ago. The remastered one came out with a few newer assets and things, so yeah, but I think Dark Souls 1, you know what, I don't even want to try to guess how old it is. Does anyone know how old Dark Souls 1 is? It's a very old game at this point. Oh, I got fear bombed. These guys are intense. What the hell? They spawned from me looting the chest over here. Huge chunk of Azerite. You see that? So you guys see that, like, I can't Berserker Rage out of that fear. Why? Why do I have Berserker Rage if I can't get out of that fear? So you guys see, like, the blue aura off in the distance in the sky there? That's where the big concentration of Azerite is going to be. So let's go over there. You guys are going to see, like, the big golem and stuff is going to be over there. So let me ride on. See you guys. You see that? Look at these big chunks of azurite here. 2011? That's not as old as I thought. I was thinking like 2009. So 2011, still a long time ago. It's a 7-year-old game. I don't want to pull the crocodile on this pull as well. I just want to slowly work my way in here. We didn't clear any of this beforehand, so that's why you see like all of the spiders and stuff right here. Oh no. Oh no, we pulled way too much. Somebody pulled the other guys too. Yeah, those barrages are really gonna do a number to me. Alright, I can interrupt the next one. This guy I'm not too worried about. Actually, I probably should be worried. I'm down to like no HP here. I'm gonna start rotating my cooldowns in. Just start baking them in. There's my victory rush proc. Another victory rush proc. Alright. Man, did this pull get pretty... Oh, no. Get away from me, Crocolisk. Okay, we're good. Gotta go this way. Oh, no. Don't do that. I need to stay alive. Nope. Wasn't working out. That thing hits for 30k. Oh, man. That, oh, I had that buff that decreased my healing. That's right. I was over here doing impending victory. Wasn't doing much. Still no PvP islands. Kaiser, in order to do PvP islands, I need a pre-made. And I also need the Alliance to have a pre-made as well. So not only do I need a pre-made, we need a pre-made on the other side. I don't think anyone's really doing them. Queue time is probably going to be very, very high for those. Alright, let's see what this shrine does. Armor reduced by 50%. That's not too bad. 34% damage reduction. Yeah, it's not too bad. Whoever pulled that is just... That's just too much. We're going to go over here back to where the Hulk is. Alright. Berserker nerf? What? Alright. We can knock this guy out, right? Let's do a little bit of stunning. Let's get this guy. We're going to get hit with the Azurite Effusion. Get a victory rush going. Here's our blocking. Now we can get a stun off on that one, actually. I don't have another stun for that one, so we'll jump out. Oh no, he brought some friends. Our teammate, our friend brought some friends. Let's get a demo shout going now. We're going to have a lot more active damage on us just because of the ads. A little bit of a victory rush. Nice. I think we should be okay this time. We've got our backup here now. Even just one DPSer. I should be able to stun this. Nice. Okay. And I'll be able to stun the next one too. There it is. And this next one I won't be able to. So let's jump out of that one. And then after this, we should be on the last island. On the last island needed. Before knocking out some Mythic pluses. Slowly getting the upgrades. Was that the only big node left? Did we farm the rest of them? I guess so. It's normally 3 big nodes per, like, hulking Azurite monster. No solo quest? No solo queue? No, there's no solo queue for PvP islands. There used to be in a previous build. Not anymore. There it is. I'll show you right now. Dark Souls 3. I honestly have not played a Dark Souls game. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome. I hope you are enjoying the content. One more island. So look at this. Requires a party of 3 or more members. I can't go in there by myself. And then Mythic islands are also still locked. Instance not available. It's not even my item level at this point. Mythic 0 dungeons drop 340, so you know, I'm basically there. I'm 5 item levels away. I should be able to queue up anything Mythic, but doesn't let me do PvP, doesn't let me do Mythic. September 2011. Ouch, man. That was a long time ago. What's up, Matney? How you doing, my friend? Oh, you're happy with the old one? Got it. But yeah, at this point... Oh, wait. Where did all my armor go? What? Why? Why is my Tauren half naked? Is it because I have this Primal Rage buff? I have no chest piece, no helmet, no shoulder, no gloves. I think it's because of this. Huh. Armor decreased by 50% and makes me half naked. That sounds about right, Blizzard. Never mind. You know what, Blizzard? You got it. You got it, my friend. Also, I'm a little bummed out that the emotes don't work here. Let me try this as well. So let me look at chat. Did it work? Did it work? Nice. It worked. You still have the artifact skin? Yes, I do have the artifact skin. That adds the 50% armor that they take away. That adds it. AI is taking over? No, the emotes don't work. Like if I do this, it's gonna send it, but look, it just says that, but the actual emote itself doesn't work. So I need to find out why the emotes aren't working and try to fix them. I want AI to take over, but it's not. And in case you guys are wondering what I'm talking about the Stream Deck. Let me show you guys. So here I have the Stream Deck, and I don't think I have autofocus on actually. So I have all the emojis here, and then if I go back, I have other things, other scenes, other things I can press. Here's the YouTube one, but it's not working right now. So like my social media spam, which is this one, is working. But a lot of the other ones, they don't come up yet. It's my first time messing around with a Stream Deck, so I need to figure it out. No emote? Yeah, no, I can see the chat here too, and I could see if it would be an emote or not. I don't see anything, unfortunately. Not from the robot. I'd have to actually go in here and do it myself like this and flex. Just another little something I need to figure out. Alright, last island here, and after this, we should go from Heart of Azeroth level... Oh, we hit 19. Okay. So I'm expecting 2 levels from this almost every week. Heart of Azeroth, the amount of Azerite power, sorry. Too much APs. The amount of Azerite power required does go up a little bit level per level, but not that much. Like right now, in order for me to hit the next level, I need almost 2200. But before, a full level was 2000. So just a little bit more than before. Not a crazy amount. Just a few hundred more. Let me see if I can pull one of these guys. Did I do it? I did it. I did it. Okay. Let's go back with our group. This is a heroic island, so as much as like I'm just pulling a bunch of things, I do also kind of want to be a little bit careful. I don't think any of the other guys are tanks. I think it's just me. So I am going to have to pull this. Alright, cool. So I have aggro on all of this. My shield block is down. Let me go ahead and throw out a stun for mitigation. Let me just start facing them opposite ways. One thing that I will say about a BfA that they still need to look at, and I don't know if it's going to get looked at before BfA goes live, is in a lot of areas the camera angles are a little bit terrible. I don't think that's their top priority of being like, hey, are all the camera angles when you're swinging stuff around good? Because BfA has a lot more environment than Legion did. Imagine, like, in Legion we had Val'sharah, right? And in Val'sharah you had trees everywhere. It was amazing. But you guys remember flying in there for world quests, or flying in there for like invasions, and it was just trees everywhere? That's how it feels in a lot more of BfA than it did in Legion. And that's just because the environment work in BfA seems to be a little bit higher. There seems to be a lot more environment to deal with. I mean, just look at this. Look at this little pool here. Look at this. This is amazing. Are you kidding me? For a random volcanic pool that should just be water? Like, they're doing a lot of work. So one of the things, you know, I really doubt that they're going to address it, but, you know, just something to point out there. Just in case Blizzard is watching. No emote feature not available in your area. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, big. Val'sharah? Yeah, man, Val'sharah. You will be teleported? Oh, that was the worst. That was the worst. You would look at your mini-map. You'd have the arrow pointing towards your next world quest, and you were like, okay, let me just fly straight there. No. You were either always flying over the Druid Sanctuary or the Hunter Sanctuary. Like, either one of those two, you were always flying over it. Doesn't matter who you were getting booted out by the Hunters or the Druids. There was no way to get booted out by Warriors, guys. Warriors are inclusive of everyone if you can get there. If you can get to Valhalla, you belong there. You're fine. We won't look at you differently. But not Druids and Hunters. They were always booting us out, man. The raid zone too. Oh yeah. You begin to feel the grasp of the nightmare, or what was it? Was that what it was? Or you begin to fall into the nightmare or something and booted you out? Man. Legion problems. Oh, we left one guy alive? Not for long. Yeah, that also happens in BfA. There are the raid zones are kind of right next to questing zones, so they're kind of open world. You have to do a little bit of parkour to get there. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you can get there, and once you do, it's just one of those things too where it's like, why? How come I can go into AQ20 and AQ40 open world? I can go into Zul'Gurub. You don't care. Why can't I go into the new world zone of the new raid? And there's, you know, just don't put any mobs there. Just don't put anything. Just let me like walk around and look at things. Don't put me out. I like wasting my time on World of Warcraft. Let me waste my time in this game. Like, I remember when the game first came out and I started playing, I remember being so fascinated by the map, and I really wanted to find a secret. That what I did was I got on my character and I swam all the way around both continents. This was like before any kind of water mounts. I wasn't a druid. I believe I was on a hunter. So it wasn't even like, oh, you had a druid travel form for water. No, I swam around all the continents trying to find little alcoves and little caves and stuff. And there are actually on the edges of Azeroth, there are sometimes little islands populated by like nonsense, or little caves that just don't have anything. A random asset of like a building used with not much else there. It exists. It's just, you know, I don't think they really do that stuff anymore. Now things are just they have to have a use, a purpose, right? Things are purpose built. You build this town, it has to be a quest hub, it has to be a rep hub, it has to be something. Rage and ignore pain on shield block. The bars to my left, on my right of my tune, they are my weak auras. Let me show you. There's no alliance. So this one is shield slam cooldown, demoralizing shout cooldown, last stand cooldown. So to my left I have cooldowns, and then to my right, this one doesn't exist anymore. To my right I have uptime. So I have shield block uptime here. I used to have bolster uptime and battle cry uptime. That doesn't really matter. Below, I have uptime of cooldowns. So the blue is last stand uptime. The purple is shield wall uptime. And right below that is avatar uptime. Then I have all my actions. And then underneath me, this is a rage bar. And then this guy right here is a new weak aura to remind me to do this. But apparently it doesn't work well enough. So I need to switch it to be something else that's more obvious. What's up with the Alliance group Zero Azerite? They are glitched right now. So I'm trying to finish my weekly so that we can go into a Mythic Plus with better gear and grind out maybe a +4 today. I don't know. We'll see how high we can get today. But I'm just trying to grind out the weekly, but it doesn't seem like Alliance can do anything. This is our 4th island today. I haven't seen Alliance able to get any Azerite. Last island, they were able to get 15 Azerite, and that was it. So they're glitched right now. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I don't even know if it's a priority for the dev team at this point. Dev team is probably more focused on launch events and pre-patch. Whatever event they're going to do for the pre-patch, which I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do for the pre-patch, but I hope it's something pretty cool. I hope it's like PvP focused. I think it's going to be the burning of Teldrassil and the Lordaeron scenario, but I don't know what else. Normally they have some sort of world event, which I'm excited to see what that would be. Yeah, no problem, Lugs. And Lugs, if you want any of those weak auras, you can join the community Discord. And let me spam that for you. You can join the community Discord, and in there, if you look under weak auras, I posted them not too long ago. I'm not done with that. Oh, here's Alliance. Look at that. Ah. So Alliance is stuck on their boat. You guys see that? They're trying to jump off, but they can't. Oh, they despawned. They died. Huh. Are they like drowning? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. Silly Alliance. So a huge chunk of Azerite just spawned. I look to the skies. I don't see it. I don't see where it would be. Huh. Okay. Let's just knock out this wolf pack right here. We'll pick up 2 elites. Oh no, it's just 1. I thought another one was Azerite infused. Not. 15, balling hard. I think there was an Azerite that spawned in their ship, and then they were like, we can have this? Alright, so that one's the only elite we have. Let's just run here. You are absolutely right, Ribsy. I forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. Alright. Let's knock the rest of these guys out. These are all non-elites. So we can just, you know, take care of them. I don't think there's anything else here. So let's see if we can respec mid-island. Can I go arms? You can. So if you guys join an island that needs a healer, or you need a tank, or anything like that, you can respec mid-island. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Thanks for the sub, K3. I appreciate it. Blizzard cares, not for Alliance. Is it because Blizzard plays Horde? Knocking these guys out. I think we should be done relatively soon. I'm trying to look up to see where the giant Azerite is, like up in the skies. I don't see anything. And my view distance is set to max too, so I'm not sure why I can't see anything. GMath, thanks for the kind words. I appreciate. It's very hard to English today. I don't know why. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Is the block mechanics changed to 30-60 flat % rather than scaling? No, it scales. As you see, so my block chance is 29%, but that's blocking chances is dependent on my mastery, right? The actual blocking you see here, it says blocking 35%. If I change shields, here I have a really bad shield. This is from Wailing Caverns right here, right? If I change shield, it goes from 35 down to 6%. Reduces damage of an attack by 6%. I throw on this one that's even worse. It becomes 4%. I throw on, where's a decent one? Here. This is a decent one, and it is going to become 33%. So this is an item level 310, which is a normal dungeon. So at a normal dungeon level, you have 33%. At a heroic dungeon, I think I have, no, this is even lesser. This is just a leveling green, 20%. And then my main one is this heroic dungeon one, which blocks 35%. So blocking is still scaling with your block value. I don't know if they want to call it block value still, but that's what it is, right? You see right underneath armor, you have block. This one's 35-22. And yeah, it's not 30 and 60%. It still scales, which I'm very happy about. What that means is that by the end of the first raid tier, whether it is that you're getting the item level from raids or from Mythic Plus, you're gonna be blocking a little bit more than in Legion, and then by the end of like the second or third raid tier, you know, you're gonna be blocking an insane amount. I fully expect to see a nerf after, but that'll be after. That'll be once they figure out what they exactly want to balance out. At this point, it's a little too late to finish balancing out Prot Warriors, which is why they just gave us IP back. They were like, fine, we don't know what else to do. Have Ignore Pain back. So I'm fully expecting a little bit of a nerf to how fast block value scales. But for the first raid tier, it sounds about right. We start going in there at around 35 to 36% regular block, and then they end at about 42%, I think. It's been a while since I looked at the numbers, but I think 35 to 42, and after that, you know, you're good. 42% blocking is not bad at all. All right, so our Heart of Azeroth is 316. It's item level 19, right? Or Azerite level 19. Are we gonna get 2 full levels out of it? I hope so. 20. So not 2 whole levels. I wanted to end up at 21, but 20. Is the required amount of Azerite to finish going up as you get to Mythic? No, the amount of Azerite is the same. The mobs scale up though. So if you're doing a normal island, you can pull like a fourth of that island. If you have really good DPSers, you can just go crazy and pull off that island, do blanket stuns, and just cleave everything down, and you'll be fine. But once you start doing heroic and mythic level islands, that's gonna get a little heavy for you to do. You're probably gonna start, you know, failing that. So it's more that the mobs scale rather than the amount of Azerite fluctuates. Yeah, no problem. HA. What's up, Admiral? How you doing, my friend? So I think I want to take this one instead, right? I'm gonna have a certain amount of strength no matter what. It's always gonna be on minimum 41, maximum 246 strength. This one, I have to get hit by something really hard. So something has to hit me for 13.9k, for like 14k. Something has to hit me for 14k, and then I get 268 armor. And 200 armor is not going to be doing much to me. By the way, guys, I think armor's scaling a little bit higher now. I don't think I was at 50%. Is it really? Am I going crazy? Let me see. Let me pull up. I don't think I have. I don't have my old spreadsheet on this computer. Give me a second. Should be somewhere here. Okay, let me boot this up, because I think this might be scaling a little bit higher. We'll get into a Mythic Plus right now that we finished that weekly. Let me check out this scaling. Oh man, Office 365, don't do this to me right now. Alright, I can use it for 5 days. Cool, thanks. Thanks, Office. 6495. Oh no, it's about right, 51%. Yep, okay. So I guess I didn't know I had that much gear at this point. Cool, 50% blocking, armor mitigation. And then an extra little bit. Will I race change in BfA or still undead? I will still be undead. I thought that they were taking every single racial off of the global cooldown, but Bull Rush is still on the global cooldown. Let's do a +9 siege. No. Siege is... Yeah, no. Siege is the one that's scaled very, very high. +6 Motherload. I don't even know what the affixes are this week. Raging Necrotic. Oh man, that's terrible. You guys want to see rip keys? A Motherload would be a rip key. We probably won't get people that punt the bombs correctly. Let's also queue up for this +2 temple. No, we got declined for that. Yeah, I don't think we have the item level for that. Actually, +3 Underrot. Let me see if I can do that. I like the Underrot. I don't mind it. I only have a +2 key right now, so if we can get someone else's key. I have a +2 Freehold. So if we can get someone else's key, that'd be a little bit better. Also, in case you guys can't like read a tooltip or something, let me know. Since I do have my face where the tooltips are, I can very quickly do this, and you guys can read it and do that. Please accept me to this Underrock key. Plonky, please. I just want to be your friend. That's it. But yeah, I'm still gonna be undead in BfA. What is it called? Grave touch of the grave, whatever it is. That's still gonna be a good. We got declined, so let's go to temple. The shadow touch, shadow grave touch. That's still gonna be a good ability to have. It's not gonna be the best. It's not gonna be an amazing move to use, but it'll still be a nice racial passive to kind of do a little bit of healing in the background. Do a +9. I don't have the gear for it. A Mythic 0 drops 340. +2, 345. That means that a +9. Oh, God. +45 item levels higher. So it would be 385. No, there's no way I can do content that requires 385. On top of that, not only does it require 385, you have affixes on top of that. That is insane. There have been some people going in on these Mythic Plus keys, doing a lot of things. What do you get from BfA chest this week? I got this guy right here. I got this this bag. Actually, I got two things. I got this back, 360, and I got this oh, it was a Titan Forge, that's why. And I also got this chest piece right here, 340. So I got 2 pieces of gear. I should be trying to do higher Mythic Pluses every week, but between this and leveling up the other tanks, haven't had too much spare time to be grinding out Mythic Pluses in BfA. Oh, also one cool little thing here is oh, let me turn down the brightness while we're flying. One cool little thing here is that in case like we've had the alpha and stuff go down, we can do stuff like this and that pretty quickly now. All cool things. Forsaken for the win, yes. 2 pieces of gear. Yeah, I got 2 pieces of gear. They did say that from the Mythic Plus chest, you're gonna be able to get Azurite pieces, and that's the only way to get Mythic Plus Azurite pieces. So that's why I think they're making that like a higher drop, and then you can get your regular piece. Good luck on necrotic, perfect for a warrior. Hey, with the new block mechanic, it won't be too bad. Like if I pull a big mob of necrotic and I pop the new bolster talent point and I just stand there, I can tank them for the large majority of that bolster. I'm guaranteeing crit blocks. I mean, I'm guaranteeing blocks, not crit blocks. That'd be insane. I'm guaranteeing blocks, and then the necrotic gets stacked on me. Once the necrotic starts getting a little out of hand, I throw down a dragon's roar and I leap away. So I have faith. I have faith in being a warrior. Alright, so let's, the dungeon is over here, Temple of Seth. Oh, what is that? Guys, that's an alliance that's just killing things. If I wasn't on a prod warrior, I'd go over there. And I'd say some mean things to him. That's the new thing. That means he has war mode on and he's killed like at least 5 people or something like that. I forget what they're called, like a bounty or something. All right, we are at the summoning stone. Is anyone else close? There's one other person here, but we're phased. Is there a world quest as well? Oh no, he's not phased. Got it. And anyone else need a summon? Oh, that's it. Everybody else is inside. Perfect. And then as far as world quests, I don't think there's going to be any upgrades for me. No. And also the emissaries don't have anything useful for us this time around. Oh, what is that? 340. Oh, there you go. A Taldazar Mythic would drop a nice ring for me. Kaiser, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. I will see you later. There it is. This guy accepted it, so let's start this Mythic Plus. This one won't be too bad. What would be the hardest boss? The third boss is going to be the hardest. The third boss is going to require us to stand in certain positions, people to swap in and out, take certain amounts of debuffs, and if it's not coordinated well enough, it could go south pretty quickly. Waiting for the last person to be in here so I can battle shout. There it is. I was gonna say it's a Reddidin, so they need this buff. All right, let's go. Let's jump into it. Mythic Plus, new Soulwell. They just look so cool. Like everything that Warlock's got just looks amazing. We're gonna break left. I think left has less mobs too. Hopefully I start getting like a little bit of misdirect to me. Also, this sounds a little bit louder than normal outside content. If this is too loud in comparison to my voice, let me know, guys, and I'll change it up. Maybe it's just my headset that got a little louder. We feel great with the buff on Vanguard. Yeah, an extra 5%, an extra 5% HP, and then an extra 5% healing for picking up Impending. At this point, I don't even know like why Impending isn't just baseline, because the other choices, Punish is not going to be doing that great. Punish is what, like 3% mitigation or something? You know, Punish is going to be whatever. And then, what's the other one? I even forget what the other talent point is. Oh, I'm getting destroyed here. No! That rogue is going to have to be something that you take care of every Mythic Plus. So let's get my Demo Shout up. Make sure that I pick up everything as much as I can. Something that you're going to have to do that we used to have to do way back when as tanks is tab spam. You are a bit low. Yeah, it did get a little louder in here. Okay. Let me just take care of this pack mostly and then lower this. That got a lot louder, this dungeon. Okay. That should be a little bit better. So one of the things I can do is just use Impending Victory. Even if I'm not taking a lot of damage at that point, I'm going to get a bubble out of it. So I'm trying to just be proactive about it. Throw my bubbles on. Get my block chances going. But yeah, definitely the buff to Vanguard is nice. An extra 5%. Like, we used to be the tank with the lowest HP. Like, by a decent margin. I don't think we are the lowest HP tanks anymore. That might be going to paladins. I know prot paladins have gotten a little bit nerfed as well, or they were the lowest in Legion, but they did get buffed. So I don't know if they're still kind of there. If this is still a little bit low for me, let me know. That was a lot of damage. That one shot a lot of the group. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, it's tyrannical. So they have to be ready for that. Okay, so everybody just needs to use their cooldowns for that. Oh, everybody's dead. It's just me now. Let's just die. What was that? Combat log. Something, it hit me for like 110. There it is. Static shock hit you for 75,000. Okay. That's just about enough to one-shot the rest of the group. Focus down, Asterisk. Okay, they're all going to be focused down, or Aspix. Try not to hit the other guy or you take damage. Oh. Okay. Lightning shield reflects damage. That wasn't even it. Okay, let's see. So I'll try to keep them a little bit separated so nobody like accidentally cleaves them. There's the Cyclone Strike. Let me go ahead and dodge that. Start paying a little bit more attention to what the hell's going on here. So there's a giant AoE on the ground. He's probably gonna die. No? Okay. Cyclone Strike again on me. I'm just gonna go ahead and sidestep that. Oh, that static shock goes out. That was like a 1-second cast. What? Aspix, static shock unleashes a burst of electricity. Use this ability when he has 100 energy. Okay, so now we know. Okay, when he has 100 energy, we can see that. We also have to look out for a lightning shield and not attack the person with lightning shield. Okay, you live and you learn, guys. They keep changing these dungeons, but with tyrannical, it's very apparent. No IP works fine. It's not the best solution. I'd much rather have an IP that does work. Okay, so we need to swap between who does and who does not have the lightning shield. All right, let's try it again. So lightning shield is not on Adderus, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go on Adderus. What? Cyclone Strike. Let's go ahead and sidestep that. Yeah. So for right now, Aspix does have the lightning shield, so I don't want to hit him. He almost has 100 energy. Okay, 100 energy right now. Spell Reflect, Static Shock. Yeah, it's just about surviving it. Because it goes across the whole platform. Look at that. So even if I stand over there, it's still going to hit me. Wow. Okay. Maybe DPS has item level a little too low. So right now, Aspix no longer has the that lightning shield, so I can hit this guy. I taunted off the other guy, but you know, he just likes to jump around and do his own thing. Did he glitch out? There he is. Okay. Cyclone Strike. Let's go ahead and not get hit by that. Alright, so he's almost at 100 energy. He's like at 70 something right now. Why? He keeps doing that AoE around him, and I have a feeling it's because of yeah, that second one got everybody. I have a feeling it's because of doing damage to him. Because when the caster is surrounded, reflects damage to all attackers. Yeah, so if someone passively cleaves, it's just going to be doing damage. Oh, the Warlock said that he passively cleaves anyway, so he can't be doing that. Yeah, when Aspix hits 100 energy, that's when it nukes us all. Wait, what is this on use thing? Oh, it's a soul wall pass here. Let's see. Let's see what they want to do. Alright, they just said just try it again, but this time don't cleave. I think it's just going to keep happening. Alright, so I'm going to walk away from Aspix. He has a lightning shield right now. I don't want anything to do with him. No one should be on him, but even if they are, the AoE around him won't be too much. But yeah, you can see this guy is just straight up casting on him. just straight up casting on him. So the energy is sitting at 100 now. So here he is. He's going to cast Static Shock. I'm going to pop my Spell Reflect, try to survive it, do a little bit of healing here. It's just, you know, not going to happen. I don't think this is going to happen with this group. Healer's dead. So let's just die here in a corner. How does Mythic Plus work now? The same way. So right now, actually a little bit different. You're right, it's a little bit different. The first affix you get on a +2 is always going to be Tyrannical or Fortified. So while on live, Tyrannical and Fortified is the last affix you get, in BfA it is the first affix you get. So at a +2, you get Tyrannical or Fortified depending on the week. So if you see here, the first thing you get is Tyrannical or Fortified. Hold on, this Warlock is killing all of us. So the first thing you get is Tyrannical, and then you get the normal affixes. So what they're doing now in BfA is you add in 2 affixes that you've already seen. We have Raging and Necrotic. It could be Volcanic, it could be Bursting, any of the affixes you've seen. And then the last affix is a seasonal affix. So they're going to have seasons in Mythic Plus. So the first season is going to be Infested. So once you hit a +10, you're going to start getting this affix right here. So that's the way the Mythic Plus kind of works. But in terms of everything else, once you're in the dungeon, it still requires enemy forces, still requires you to kill all the bosses. Every death adds 5 seconds to the death timer. You know, you're still timed, so yeah, it's very much the same. They're just changing the way affixes and stuff work. I don't think this is gonna work. The other guy, the Warlock, said that he's going to keep cleaving because he can survive it, but every time he cleaves, the AoE that happens as a result of the cleave hits everyone. That jolt right there, that hits everyone. It doesn't just hit him. So I think we're just going to not be able to finish this. So the other guy is at 100 energy. Here's Static Shock. Let me pop Spell Reflect. Wasn't enough. Static Shock with Spell Reflect up hit me for 76k. It's just not going to do it. Alright, so now I'm on this guy. This guy doesn't have the debuff on him. So it swaps every single time they do a static shock. So this other guy's just gonna jump around, do his thing. Now they switch. So whoever has the shield doesn't move. So you can tank away from them, and you're supposed to tank away from them, right? And so this guy has the shield right now. I don't want to hit him. I don't want to do anything to him. As soon as he gets to 100 energy, though, he's going to be in a very, very dangerous person. I don't have a healer anymore. Here's static shock right now. Try to survive that, and I can. But yeah, again, now the lightning shield changes after that static shock. So once that static shield changes, this guy becomes active and starts moving around, doing things. And the other guy is just going to start standing in different areas like that. So it depends on who has that shock, but this is not gonna work. Rip Prot Warriors? No, it's not. It's not. This isn't Prot Warriors or the boss seeming balanced. Is the fact that the Warlock keeps killing us. Yeah, they're oh man, that just keeps reflecting damage to us. Okay. You think you have to Inkcaster add AoE spell? We need to not have AoE. We need to not have any passive cleave, and we also just need to I am splitting them up. So this guy is gonna be active first, right? This guy is going to be in the back casting. He casts Jolt, which isn't too bad. Jolt does 17,000, and then people just need to prepare for the static shock. All right, let's try again. The group isn't quitting, so let's jump in here. Do we have Avatar? Yeah, we do. Okay. All right, so let me separate these guys, drag them out here. There's a Cyclone Strike. Let me just go ahead and dodge that. 2 people got hit by that. Let's see. 80 energy on the other guy. 95. Okay, he's up to 100 energy. Here comes Static Shock. So, let's pop our Spell Reflect and Last Stand. And that almost got us. Now they're going to switch positions. So now I need to hit the other guy here. So this is the guy with the shield now. You can see like a little bit of pulsing around him. I just need to kind of drag things away from him. Alright, so yeah, we just don't want to passively cleave him. You can keep that away from me, my friend. You can keep that all you want. So once he reaches 100 energy, I think there's going to be another swap. Nope, here's a lightning shield swap. Okay, perfect. Let me drag him away. Ooh, what killed me there? Arcing Blade. Arcing Blade is divided evenly amongst everybody. So Arcing Blade, you guys will see here. Arcing Blade divided evenly amongst everybody. So when this guy becomes active, you need to stack. All right. I mean, we're learning, but it's an uphill struggle. Bosses aren't even halfway. And this is Tyrannical too. Tyrannical is not helping. What's up, Yuri? How you doing? Proud Warrior, Blood DK stronger this patch? Blood DK. If you play a Blood DK, I would suggest keeping your Blood DK. What dungeon is this? This is the Temple of Sethraliss, +2. We're doing a +2. It's just a lot of little things that we're all missing. So everybody would need to stack on the let me mark myself. Can I mark myself? No. Okay. Let me show them, because when this happens, it gets split. I'm gonna need a repair soon. Is this the only mythic only dungeon? No, this is not a mythic only dungeon. What's up, nerds? How you doing? Yeah, this is not a mythic only dungeon. Did the warlock leave? Warlock may have jumped out. Oh, he jumped out to repair. Okay. Yeah, I'm sitting at like 20-30% repair as well. They're talking about the Joel. Yeah, we need to stack. Happy America Day. Happy America Day, nerds. I hope you are going to enjoy it later on. Alright, Warlock is back. Alright. I told them, alright guys, stack on me and only hit the guy without the shield. And somebody responded with, I can't do both of those things. Oh man. Alright, they don't want to stack on me. I'm gonna take the stack to them. Come over here. Stack on me. Alright. Why is this hunter not stacking? Oh, man. It would also be easier. Oh. That's a rip. I don't know why the hunter ran away. That was a rip just because of that body pull. Unfortunately, I work right now. Well, nerds, I hope work is over pretty soon. You're central, right? So soon? Soon you can get out and enjoy. Oh man, this guys, the pug life is great. I told the hunter to stack on me and I linked Y and then I was like, Hunter, I dragged the boss onto you and you ran away. And he's like, yeah, of course I ran away. Why would I stack on you? Classic pugs. Yeah. You work till 9 p.m. nerds? I'm sorry. That's rough. All right. Does everybody have battle shout? Here it goes. Everybody has battle shout now. All right. So let's walk away from this guy with the shield. Here we go. Arcing Blade. Split that damage. Here's the frontal cone ability. Let's go ahead and sidestep that. Other guy has 60 energy, so we're still good. Let's drag this guy over here so we can stack. Why? He sees the AoE underneath him and he's like, hold on, I'm gonna go hug my friends. Let's spell reflect that. Try to survive it as best as we can. Now we're gonna get a swap on the lightning shield. So that's the swap. And somebody died. Now he's just gonna be blinking around doing his thing. Doing no big deal. Let me do this and get some extra rage out of that. So we should have, after that arc dash, we should have a swap happening. There it is. You see the swap actually happening there. We get an actual swap of in terms of who has and who does not have the buff on them. Everybody's running away from me. They all need to stack on me. Come on. We have one person dead, which means these arcing strikes are going to be hitting a little bit harder. Not too bad though. Why? Jumping away from me. Don't do it. Here's the static shock. Pop a spell reflect. It gets tough, man. It gets tough. That's a lot of magic damage. That's like 100k magic damage. So if someone's not full health, they're just gonna go down. All right, can we reset the boss, or else I'm just completely broken at this point? I don't know if we can. Maybe I can run out before anything happens. Please don't kill me. Oh, hey, look. I'm still in combat. I'm gonna jump out. Good luck, everyone. Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm gonna need a repair at this point. Rip key 24/7 365. That's how we do it here. Just ripping the keys. This is terrible. We'll give it one more pull with this group, but if not, we're not making much headway, to be completely honest. I've let them know to stack on me, and you know, not much stacking going on. Not much we can do. This this guy, his guild name is Exorcist. Rip key because of the pug life. Yep. This is when my soul dies a little inside. When it's like, guys, everybody, let's just real quick stack on me, and we'll be fine. And everybody's like, why would I stack on you? This is the move. We're all gonna stack on me, right? Yeah, okay. Stack on me for one hit, and then they're like, that's it. I stacked on you for the one hit. He does this move like every 20 seconds. You need to, please. Why? Let's refer back to Exhibit A. We covered this like 45 seconds ago. Hold on. Oh, that guy doesn't have war mode on. He can't repair. Oh no. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to swap over to Mikey. Mikey is a Freehold +2. Freehold isn't too bad. Freehold, the captain, the council is gonna be the worst. But besides that, nothing too bad. So we'll do one more pull, and then we'll just jump over to Mikey. Is everybody here? Everybody's here. Let's do it. All right, everybody stack on me, please. Here, thank you. Stop walking away from me, healer. Just stand right there, healer, please. All right, so this guy's at 60 energy, 70, 75. At that 100 energy mark, we do get the static shock, which is coming very soon. Here's a static shock coming out. So let me get a heal. Let me get spell reflect on. Nope, somebody's dead. And now we get a swap on the lightning shield. Let me go over here and charge in here. So since we have a swap on the shield, let me get on this guy. This guy doesn't do the whole stack mechanic. This guy is a little more lenient. Each one has different spells. This guy does this knockback and a targeted spell called Gust. And that's it. This is a targeted spell. It can be interrupted. And then, oh, my healer's been dead for a while. Cool. Let's actually, you know what? We've had enough to repair. Let's get the hell out of here. Maybe we can. Probably can't. Probably won't be able to make it out alive. But let's try, and then we'll just go do a freehold. This is too much. Must upgrade the key to a +4 mother load. Please no. Please no. Oh hey, combat's gone. Does this take me to the Great Seal? It does. Cool. Let's get out of here. All right, guys. Let's do this freehold +2. Alright, so let's start a dungeon group. Freehold +2. And the Freehold world entrance, I believe, is in Tiragard. Let's take a look. Tiragard, Freehold. Yep, okay. Let's just go over to Tiragard. In case they queue up, what? Make sure you remember their names. I have the damage meters up. Yeah, here's a new one. I had a druid healer. All this warlock talk, maybe you'll be a locker doodle. Warlocks are very strong right now, Brittany. If you want to play a strong DPS class, you will not go wrong with the warlock at all. Ripkey at the peak here, that was interesting. Even though they're 50 years old, they're still kids. I thought you were saying, when I first read that, I thought you said that I was 50 years old, and I'm like, hey, well, in internet years, I might as well be. Dungeons finally working? Yeah, dungeons are working. Mythic Plus is working. Yeah, everything's working. Right now, it is Tyrannical week, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult than a Fortified week. But you know, you should be able to get Mythic Pluses down. Hopefully, we don't just rip Mikey up. Yeah, let's pick up a DK. Why not? This dungeon is gonna have a lot of possibilities for body pulls, and right now we have 2 melee DPSers and a healer that normally stays pretty close to melee as well. So, you know, it's gonna be interesting, but we'll see. I don't think we're gonna wipe any more than we did in the previous dungeon. But then again, that's what I say, and then we end up doing it. Pushing keys with +2 will be something else. Guys, we're pushing a key today. We're starting at +2. We're gonna get all the way to +4. All the way. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to a +4. Hopefully, +2 go back to regular mythics. Since I wasn't part of the since I didn't invite everyone, I don't know what everyone's item level was, but everyone was dying to that static shock. Now, you should be using a defensive, but that static shock was hitting for probably about 90k, and if you have the gear to run this, you should have about 100k. So I think you should have been able to survive it. Let me see how much this hunter has. This hunter is 350 item level. This hunter is way over geared. Let me check out the hunter and see if I'm right on DPS HP. Oh, the hunter left. Never mind. You know that one thing I was gonna do? Let's not. This is for the siege. Oh no. Alright, let's go this way. So this guy's like 340. Oh, he has 80k, so they do need to pop a defensive for sure. Yeah, that's about how hard it was hitting. A little low. A little low. If we can get someone else, we'll get someone else by the time we run there. We never rip our own keys. That's against the rule. Yeah, I'm not very used to like using my keys all the time. I always like jumping into groups that already have 4 out of 5 people and just jumping in there, but I think we need to. What level is my shield? My shield's a 325 heroic dungeon. Just a regular heroic dungeon. It didn't Titan Forge or Warforge, just 325 right now. Rip. Now we just gotta swim there. Anyone else queuing up? Not yet. But we have a little bit of ways to get there, and I don't think anyone else... I mean, I don't think... Yeah, no one else is here, and I don't think there's... I didn't check the world quest out here. 337. $337 is good for this. 330, I think that's an upgrade. Hey, we can go get an upgraded ring. And get out of this glitch gear. Guys, don't tell Blizzard I have glitch gear in the beta. Just don't. Look at my rings. Let's see. One of my rings has every secondary stat on it. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. I think I used to have more pieces like that, but their item level was really low. I got them before they implemented Mythic Plus in the game. I don't have a water strider? No, I don't. I never did it. Time walking came around in Legion. I was too busy playing the beta. Yeah, I don't have a water strider. Because time walking is gone. It needs to be time walking Mist, right? Mist of Pandaria? Yeah, I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I was trying to level up all my tanks and gear them out to do mythics. So the dungeon is around here. Where is it? Up here. I was like, I think I remember running over here once. Yeah, so here's a summoning stone, Freehold. The dungeon itself is over here. And there's, look at that. Another person with a bounty on their head. Alright, so we're waiting for one more person. Please don't be phased out of war mode. I want you to be in war mode. And then if we can, what kind of upgrades can we get from here? Freehold, loot, a weapon, a mount. Oh, that'd be nice. The parrot mount. And then wrist and gloves. Gloves would probably be the biggest upgrade. Yeah, everything else. Oh no, not legs. That won't be an upgrade. And neither will cloak. Or waist. I have a 355 waist. My gear's too good already. I can get some upgrades. But remember, you can't get Azurite gear at the end of the Mythic Plus. Azurite gear comes from the chest at the end of the week. Your Mythic Plus chest. Nice. We're going to be able to summon. Uh-oh, we got some PvP action here. Don't look at me. You're 110. You don't want any of this. Get away from here. I was trying to summon this PvP person. The weapons can't be Titanforged or Warforged? Really? That's a thing? I know the Azurite gear can't Titanforge or Warforged, but weapons too? Why? Watching the stream makes me hungry. Epic, it could also be that it's like 5 in the morning for you. Maybe that's why you're hungry too. You've just been up all night. Alright, was that the last summon? I don't know if they got it. We'll just throw another summon because it's letting me, which means they're not stuck in a loading screen or anything. Alright. So once that last person gets in here. Come on, guy. Oh, you're here. You're just phased. Perfect. And dungeon is set to mythic. Perfect. I could have sworn, Jakar, that I have a Titanforge or Warforged weapon, but I think it might have been a world quest. Let's see. Heroic. That's not Titanforge or Warforged. Let's do this. Let's do a ready check as well. I could have sworn this one was. No, it's not. Okay. This one, nope. Okay. Insert keystone. Everybody was ready? Everybody was ready. Alright, so they're going to want to do the skip, which means we go up here and we pull some of these guys over here, which can lead to really big body pulls. I'm always a little bit careful, a little bit weary when... Oh, did they add a wall? RIP Blizzard, they added a wall. You used to be able to just go through there and get the first pack through there, but yeah, they nerfed it. I guess they were really looking at to see what the first few Mythic Plus people were doing, what kind of exploits they were doing. They were paying attention. Props to Blizzard, they were paying attention and they nerfed that. Yeah, that definitely wasn't the way it was supposed to go. I won't be able to... Okay, perfect. I was going to say, I won't be able to keep that guy on me because he's going to be over here, but he died as soon as that went down. Yeah, I definitely feel a little bit tankier. Like the Vanguard buffs and the blocking buffs, they've all slowly but surely added up. I definitely feel a lot better on my warrior than I did, say, before the blocking changes or anything like that. Before we even had like Dragon's Roar, the only thing that still kind of gives a few issues is the threat generation. So the thing is, like, we went back to Wrath of the Lich King numbers, right? But in Wrath of the Lich King, we used to have like AoE taunts, and we used to even have like better cleaves. We used to even have like cleave as a rage dump, right? Even just as warriors, we used to have cleave as a rage dump. We just had better things to do with that decreased threat generation, or with the threat generation at the time. So at this point, we don't have that. So it does kind of change the landscape a little bit. We have the old numbers, but not the old utility, not the old abilities that we used to have. Also, these enforcers, they do reset aggro every time they cast that brutal backhand. So you have to be very careful. If they hit you, they're going to reset aggro. So just be aware of that. These guys are going to jump around in your group. You have to be ready to taunt them. All right, we'll pull these guys, and we'll pull them back here too. So let me get a stun. Let me get that. Let me get Avatar going. Just increase my deeps. So anytime that happens, whoever did that to me resets aggro. So if you guys saw that, this guy right here is reset aggro. I need to taunt him back. And that's just because he bumped me off, right? So anytime he does that slam on me, he does reset aggro, which is, you know, kind of gets annoying after a while. There it is. So that, he reset threat right now. You see, he started hitting my Redidin, even though I had good aggro before that. So, you know, just something to keep in mind. All right, boss. Let's do it. Epic. Why? No. Never stream the exploit they're watching. Yeah, there's been a few other exploits that, you know, you stream, but then I've reported most of the game breaking ones that I find. I haven't, like, there was one point where I could farm Azerite power infinitely. You know, that's something that got reported. It's like, hey, someone can just stand here and right click and watch TV all day and just get as much Azerite power as they want. It was a very slow climb up, but, you know, still, it was a way of getting free Azerite power. All right, so let me do this. What? Somebody took it? Ah, damn it. Alright. So I don't have any charges of shield block, so what I'm going to do is just pop my bolster and just get blocking that way. I don't need to use shield block while bolster is up. I can use my IP. Let's interrupt that revitalizing brew. Let me pick this up. Nice. Give me all the HPs. Alright, and where's this bird? Bird is back there. He got me. Dang, bird got me. Where's the mount? Where's the mount? Give me the mount. No mount yet. I wonder if the mount drops in Mythic Plus or if it just has to be in Mythic 0. Again, remember this guy, when he bumps me off, he's going to reset aggro, so it's a good idea to have taunt ready on this guy. So there's a brutal backhand that just knocks people back. And you're not gonna... Nope. He's not gonna throw me up in the air. What abilities are you using on charge pull that has a targeting reticle? What do you mean? Oh, my charge macro is charge and heroic leap in one button. So I don't need to swap anything. I hit charge. And if I can charge, it'll charge. If not, I get heroic leap. So that's the way that I do heroic leap and charge. It's all the same button, and it works out for me. So right now, since I'm not facing them, I get heroic leap, right? But since I am facing them, I can also get my charge going. So yeah, I have charge and heroic leap in one macro, and it works out. That's one of the few macros I still have on my warrior. Not too many other ones. Alright, let's jump over here. So I'm going to get Dragon Roar up right now. Let's do that. Slippery Sud, so we can't jump. No one can jump right now. If you try to jump, you're going to get stunned. And as a warrior, if you get stunned, you're dead. Duelist Dash is going off behind me. Perfect. We got those duelists down first, which is very important. Those duelists do the Duelist Dash, and it's a big stun as well. But this Slippery Suds, it looks a little bit different now. They keep changing the icon. You don't want to jump right now. It's like a 3-second stun. I'll show you guys. So right now, if I jump, it's a 2-second stun. If you get stunned as a tank, you have 0 mitigation. You just die. On the key, I read the chat. Sometimes I still read the chat on the key. If I'm running like a really high key, and like let's say on live it was like Cathedral, yeah, I'm probably not going to be reading too much chat. But no, I try to read chat. I try to keep up with you guys. The point of the live stream is to interact with you guys. Have you guys come in here, ask me questions, you know, ask me my opinion. That's the point of this. You made it a bit earlier this week. What's up, Roy? How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live stream. Happy 4th. Alright, let me get a big stun going, a big demo shout going. Uh-oh, we got these guys pulled too. So I do have my block up right now. Oh no, that duelist charge got me. So my HP is doing okay. Let's pop a bolster here and try to keep everybody in front of me. I am losing a little bit of threat because of the recklessness Blade Storm, but I got it back. Okay, I was able to get my aggro back, which is good. All right, so we cleared this. We have the hat debuff. I mean the hat buff. When you have the hat buff, you need this hat buff. So in order, so this next fight is a council fight, right? If you don't get the hat buff, you fight 3 people. If you get the hat buff, you fight 2 people. So it literally, just by getting this hat buff, depending on what instance you get, you kill 1 boss. So you should always aim to get that hat debuff before you walk over to this area and pull the boss. So we are going to get watery suds, I think, from one of these guys, or is it just from the monkeys? I don't know. We're going to pull the monkeys over here anyway as well, and that's just because these bosses have us running all over the place, and I don't want anyone to accidentally pull these in the middle of the boss fight. Like, if we pull these in the middle of a boss fight, it's a rip key. I mean, it's a rip. But if we kill him right now, it's just going to take us a few more seconds. No big deal. I'm also going to come over here and pull these guys. I do have Slippery Suds on me right now, so I can't be jumping or doing anything. So my normal instinct to, like, jump... Oh, no! Oh, no! That warrior charge pulled these guys. Okay. So I have to watch out for Captain Eudora. And then they haven't fixed that thing. You see that blade? That blade, it's bigger than like the boss's hitbox. So in order for that blade to go back into the boss, you need to get hit by it. There's no way of avoiding it, which kind of sucks right now. I'm going to go ahead and just say that that's a glitch. They just need to change the hitbox. Either make the sword AoE smaller or make the boss's AoE bigger. But you guys see like this AoE. Let me try to avoid that damage. So yeah, that AoE, like in order, look, the boss is right there. I need to get hit by it. I need to take like 2 ticks of it in order for it to go away. It just needs to go back into the boss. So that kind of sucks. But hopefully when they're doing these last few kind of like jump overs or pass overs on everything that is Mythic Plus, they look at that as well. We're gonna have to take this shot right here. Let me just pop a shield wall so I can stand in this and take that. Alright, good. You don't want to run into that barrel, by the way. Alright, so now we only have the 1 guy left, which this guy does less damage. He does have that annoying, like, unavoidable thing that just goes into him, but he does do overall less damage. Just don't stand in the barrel, you know, don't stand in the giant sword, and you'll be good. Here he's doing that as well. No big deal. There's that. And kite him to barrel. It's a buff. Oh. Huh. Let's see. The barrel is a buff. Oh, it is. All damage done. Never mind, guys. Ignore everything I said in this whole dungeon.
I'll be needing another drink before I can stomach you lot again.
There's another barrel that actually gets you drunk, and people need to DPS down. So, I guess 2 barrel mechanics in one boss. I quit WoW vid during BfA? No, that's not gonna happen. I don't know why I would quit BfA. It's not terrible. When BfA was first announced and the first alpha went up, I'm not gonna lie, parts of it were like, why? All of the global cooldown changes, everything was on the global. That felt really bad. There's a few other things. Protection Warriors not being finished, and then they pushed forward the release date of BfA. Like, there was a few things where I didn't understand what the thought process was, and I got a little upset, but it's okay. I know better. Blizzard will take everything away, see how much you scream, and then be like, alright, we're giving you some of it back. But that's just, you know, that's the kind of abusive relationship we have with Blizzard from the beginning anyway. So that dragon drawer is going to be really, really crucial for holding aggro. Like, just honestly, holding aggro without it would be very, very difficult. So I think dragon drawer is just going to have to be one of those things where you need to pick it up. There's not much of a question of are you going to pick it up or not. Let's taunt, do my storm bolt, get a shield slam before it goes away. Good. I'm going to have to redo all this work on live for real. Yeah, but I don't mind. Doing fine while working while letting your stream run on screen number 2. Nice. I'm gonna get a screen number 2 soon. That's next. That's next on upgrading my rig. Is screen number 2. I need to get an arm, and then actually I'm gonna be getting a PO box soon. I need to go do the application, and last weekend was very busy. Was busier than I expected with setting up the rig, so wasn't able to run over there. Are we really gonna have to do this pig thing in Mythic Plus? I think so. The sacrifice you're willing to give for me? What? Back to work, nerds. I got to this a little late, but thanks for stopping by, nerds. I appreciate it. When is the last time I played live? Brittany, the last time I played live, I logged on yesterday to do all of my scenes, like for OBS, but the last time I played was just on the stream. Was it? Oh, guys, I got turned into a witch? What? What is this? That is cool. We really are gonna have to do a pig in Mythic Plus. Why? But the last time I played live, not on stream, probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Why? Why the pig game? Okay, we got it pretty quickly this time.
Well, look at that. They caught a pig. Maybe we should move on to a more threatening challenge.
We don't like me. You don't like me getting upset. It happens sometimes. I try to be as calm as I can be, but every now and then, there's just too many straws on this camel's back, and I just flip. Kind of like when the Mage Tower first came out, I got pretty upset. I remember I wiped at 2 or 3% when the Mage Tower first came out, like the first few weeks, like maybe like the second week or something. And I was like, all right, I'm done with the Mage Tower. That's it. 2% wipe. I'm done. I'm done. I was like item level 903. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. This gets me way too riled up. There are too many emotions. I'm not used to these emotion things. What is this? Ugh, get away from me. Alright, so that's a little mini boss you get before the real boss. And now we get the boss with sharks as hands. You main protection too, and you actually prefer the current BfA state to live a ton. While it's slower, it's not as dumb. All you're doing live is either spam SP or IP and layer stuff in between. Roy, the current Legion Warrior, I feel like I needed it. I feel like I've been playing Warrior for a long time too, and I feel like part of my soul needed a Warrior like that. I needed a Warrior that was just spammy. I generate so much rage. I have no idea what the hell to do with it. I eat so much rage. Like, I do so many things in such an excessive amount. I feel like I needed one expansion with a warrior like that. With a warrior where I could top healing meters on my warrior. That's not a thing I should be able to do, but I needed one expansion where I felt a little ridiculous, and I'm glad I had it. Now in BfA, we're going back to a more normal way of tanking, right? More deliberate. Hit your shield slam, pop your shield block at certain times. You know, everything is a little slower, but it's not necessarily slower like it's going in slow-mo. It's a little bit more deliberate. You're just like, all right, I have to press this key now. Oh god, I realized my healer had been dead for a while, but the shark caught up to me. Street sharks got me. So while the tornado's going on, doesn't seem like the sharks moved, by the way. That might be a glitch, not sure. So yeah, I needed an expansion on a warrior where I felt as ridiculous as I always thought I was. You know, as a warrior, you always charge in there. You charge in there first in battle. You're not scared of anything. You just pop your shield block and you take the hits to the face. You want to be ridiculous. You want to be like a berserker frothing at the mouth, running into people and just taking all of that damage. Kite to blood? Okay. Oh, the shark. Got it. Kite the shark to blood. So yeah, I wanted to be ridiculous, and I'm glad that I was able to be ridiculous in Legion. Alright, so the shark went onto the blood. Oh, he stops moving on top of the blood. Got it. So what if I stand right here and the shark gets thrown on me? Does that work? Well, shark didn't get thrown on me, so we will never know. Yeah, once the shark eats... Oh, he slows down a little bit on the blood. Throw the shark on me. Alright, let's pop... Oh no, our last stand is still on cooldown. Let's pop Demo Shout. It seems like the way to play warriors in BfA is definitely going to be by rotating your cooldowns in and out constantly. Anger management is going to let you have that sort of gameplay pretty damn easily. Like just kind of passively as you do things. It just seems like that's the way of anger management. Throw a shark at me. Do it. There it is. We got a shark. Come on, let it eat all the blood. Why did it not eat all the blood? It only ate one of them. That shark almost got me. Ah, now I know why people are terrified of Sharknado and why there's 7 versions of that movie. I'm just kidding. I still don't know why there's that many Sharknados. Alright, so there's the shark. It definitely like eats up the pools of blood. It might just be for cleaning out the pools. I don't think it really does anything to the... I can't even click the shark. I can't see if it has any buffs or anything. I think it's just a little vacuum cleaner. Oh. Yeah, I definitely think it's just a little vacuum cleaner. So there it is. Gonna clean that up. It's only me and the healer now. Shark, stop it. Shark, stop it. It's just me and the healer now. I don't do deeps. I don't do deeps. I make blocking moves, guys. That's just what I do. Alright, so we should have Avatar coming up. Here's Avatar. A little bit of a Sharknado there. Can I, like, tag in and just do a little bit of damage while it's going? Oof. It doesn't hurt too bad, actually. Alright, so let's kite over this pool of blood. Oh, never mind. He already claimed his shark back. We should be able to get this down. The only bad part is we're doing a Mythic Plus, so the timer is ripped. But besides that, it's not too bad. He's probably going to jump over to the shark and claim him. There it is. And the shark was thrown right on top of me. That shark hits you instantly. I charged really quick off of that. And I was not able to avoid the initial shark jump damage. So that's good to know. That hits very, very quickly. I wish I had Ravager to do a little bit more damage. Ravager actually does less damage than a Thunderclap, by the way, guys. And it takes 6 seconds to do that damage. Oh, my healer still has the Argus healing trinket. You guys see the flower there? That's the Antorus healing trinket. Interesting that it would still be good at this level, at a Mythic +2 endgame. Hey, I might have avoided that shark damage. I did have ignore pain up, so I don't know if that's what did it for me. Alright, we'll be able to kill this boss, no problem. But by the time I do 100,000 damage, it's gonna be a while. I hit for 900s. Let's go in there, hit for another 1,000. That's right! I got you for that 1,000. Let's get an ignore pain up. Street sharks are trying to get me. Oh, hey, street sharks no longer look at me. You're gonna die, healer. Let's get rid of Bop. Oh, man. Dropped all aggro. 31,000. My stun hits for 400. My Stormbolt? Why? There it is. We'll be able to kill it now. Shield slam. Nice. Guys, we did this. Let's not pull that group. I don't want to pull that group. Don't get burnt out so soon. We need you. Your Thunderbolt display is hanging on an arm too. Nice. Nice. Now I'm gonna have so this is what I'm playing on now after the new rig upgrade that happened this last weekend. It's just a 1440p monitor. It's running on DisplayPort, which surprised me a little bit, but whatever it decides to run on is fine with me. And then I'm gonna get just a regular 1080p screen for the second monitor. Second monitor is just mostly gonna be to monitor chat for you guys. Like right now, I have to look down to see chat. It's running on an iPad, so I open up chat on that. So in order for me to actually be able to read chat a little bit better, running it on an actual second monitor that's at the same level as my current monitor would really help out. So that's gonna be the change when that second monitor comes. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna need to get the arm, but we'll see. Prop Paladin is so much more fun at the moment. I do like the proc system of the Prop Paladin. All of the Avenger Shield, and then you have Avenger Shield increasing your block by redoubt. Like, Prop Paladin feels like a very, very complete spec. I think the biggest complaint for people with Prop Warrior is ignore pain on the global. That's the one thing that's like, why? Can we just get rid of that? Like, you know, if you want to keep ignore pain on the global, it should do something offensive as well or something. But I think that's the biggest complaint that people have about Prop Warriors. But Prop Paladins feel very much done. Like, a Prop Paladin plays very, very well right now. I don't have any complaints about Prop Paladins. Are you playing Prop Warrior when BfA goes live? Yes, I'm going to play Prop Warrior, and then my second tank is going to be either a Blood DK or a Vengeance Demon Hunter. I was like pretty set on it being a Vengeance Demon Hunter, but now that I played Blood DK, I don't know, man. Blood DK played so well. I really liked it. So we'll see. But I'm definitely going to keep the Prot Warrior for sure. Prot Warrior's not going anywhere. When that bump happens, remember, you see that change target as soon as that bump happened? They do swap targets. They swap aggro when that happens. So I don't have enough taunt to be able to pick up both of these guys, and I just used taunt. Ah, man, terrible. So I'm glad one of them died because they just reset threat. All right, we have 3 minutes left. How's my healer doing? My healer has half mana. Is my healer gonna sit down? Nope, we're just gonna pull this boss. I think this is gonna pull him. Alright, for this boss, no big deal. He summons an ad at one point, but it's mostly just don't step on the fire. If you currently have a debuff on you, you're going to be, you know, dropping fire, so make sure you know where you're dropping the fire. The ad runs to one person and just blows himself up on that person. So, you know, little kamikaze ad, no big deal. But you can kill the ad before it gets to that one person. It's kind of like the ad in Cathedral of Eternal Night. The little lashers, when they reach you, they blow up. Very, very similar. This guy right here. So let me go over here. Let me stun him. Hopefully somebody nukes him. No, he's probably going to get to his target. So there he is running to his target right here. Oh, he has a fuse timer. So that's a little bit different. So he did blow up a little bit beforehand. And so the stun I threw out definitely helped with that. This guy's going for someone else. Let me just throw out my shockwave. Can I get my... Oh, I tried to get my fear off on him, but he died. So I might be able to pop a fear on them too. We'll see. Where's the next ad coming? Procodon? Hilarious. Let's throw my stun out. And then, can I spear him? No, he's immune to fears. Okay. Well, we tried. I think he reached his target that time. Wait, what? Why was my healer not even on this platform? Did he get bumped off, or like did he... You can't die in release, so had to have been that. Fixates on me? Uh-oh. This guy's gonna get me. There it is. He got me. Let me pop a cooldown, survive that. Last stand. We'll be able to survive that just fine. Let me run over to this corner too. This corner, I actually enjoy tanking him on this corner because I get to see everything else in front of me. But this corner, since it's so small, it normally gets really, really full with all of this fire debuff pretty quickly. So we have to be careful being in this corner. You might get trapped in. Just like this. Look at that. Let's throw my stun out. Okay. I managed to land my stun. I didn't think I was going to. Alright, we got it. Guys, really? You guys see that achievement? Alright, where's our loot chest? We completed a +2. Blizzard. Oh, there it is. I would have imagined it was... Oh, no, people are already getting all their gear. Oh, we got no gear. We got no gear, guys. Oh, somebody got a two-hander. Oh, we did upgrade our key, though. Really? The mother load? Thanks, Blizzard. Thanks. My BNet says I was last online 1 month and plus ago. Yeah, I have not been online in a very long time. I got online yesterday, I'm telling you, just to fix my OBS settings, but I did get on just like invisible real quick, just to knock things out and then get back to it. I was just trying to get all my settings done. All right. He didn't play Warrior, I played Undead. Yes. Don't get me wrong, you totally missed a large Rage Generation 2. You get the feeling Legion Live is nuts. But you know what always annoyed me? The current changes make Warrior mitigation plate gods. Yes. Yeah, the current mitigation... You're talking about the current changes in BfA? In BfA, I'm a little worried that Warriors are going to get nerfed. Because right now, like, okay, I look at my armor. I'm at 50% mitigation. Then you throw in a good block in there. I'm at 35%. I throw in a critical block, which when I have shield block up, a critical block is 1 in 3 chances, right? Because I go to 130%. So mastery, it's going to mitigate 70% of incoming damage. But the way that damage is calculated in BfA is interesting, and I don't know if that's the way it is in live, because in Legion I honestly didn't do enough calculations to really see. I was too busy spamming Ignore Pain. But the way that damage comes in is damage is first reduced by armor and then by block. So if a mob hits you for 4,000 when you have no armor on you, if you throw on this much armor, that mob is going to hit you for 2,000. And then you're able to block, of that 2,000, you're able to block, you know, however much block value you have. So, yeah, I'm a little worried about that. Most people horribly underestimate the new IP strength in comparison to other tanks. You mitigate everything, even magic damage, and expansion does not want us to do so. Well, Roy, yes and no. Some people can still mitigate magic very well. You still have AMS out there. So Warriors, Warriors getting Ignore Pain is good, but you also have to see that Spell Reflect is down to 15%. So Spell Reflect, in terms of magic mitigation, Spell Reflect is weaker than a Demo Shout. So Ignore Pain is there, I think, to kind of make up for this as well. Like, Spell Reflect is off of the global cooldown, which is nice, but this 15% just doesn't feel as good as it should. If only it wasn't on the global cooldown. Yeah, IP on the global is the only part that feels bad. Your Thunderbolt displays 1440p. Your main screen is 5K. Dang. 5K. Yeah, before, let me show you guys. So you guys are seeing this on OBS. So before, I was doing 720p. So before, this is what you guys were seeing. Wait, it didn't scale properly on OBS. Okay, well that's fine. But yeah, before it was different ball game. Completely different ball game. I thought OBS was gonna scale it. Did not. Every key of seat ever. I don't like the mother load, but let's go do it. Let's knock this out. Let's see if we can do it in time. Mother load +7. Someone's. You see that? Instead of clicking refresh, my hand instinctively just said nope. Cancel it out. Mother load +3. Oh man, why Blizzard? I need a holy priest to life grip me. That'd be nice. And what's going on, James? You will life grip me many times, but it will hardly ever be useful. That sounds like a life grip. That sounds like a life grip. It makes me go, whoa, what the hell's going on with my camera? Oh, I got life grip. Okay. Alright, I'm okay. You hate C even on heroic? The mother load is one of those. The mother load just lends itself to just have a lot of body pulls, really. And that's why it ends up being so bad. Instead of doing one single pull, you're probably going to end up doing 4 or 5 a pull of 4 or 5 packs. Cleared seat once on 21, never ever again. Yeah, I don't think I've done a high seat key. I think the highest seat key I ever did was like a +12, and even then I was like, I don't want to do that. Nobody's even wanting to queue up for this mother load. This guy that queued up is actually very undergeared. He's 302. I invited him, but yeah. Spell Reflection should at least keep eating all the spells in the 5 seconds if they have to nerf it from 50 to 15. Well, okay, so Spell Reflect in Legion is 30%, but your artifact weapon gives it an extra 20%. So I understand why it's not 50 because we don't have our artifact weapon anymore, but they did nerf it from 30 to 15. That one is the big bump down. And I mean, that's a significant bump down. At 30%, it would be better than my Demo Shout. You know? The fact that my Demoralizing Shout is better than my Spell Reflect just doesn't feel right. James, how you been, man? Are you still grinding? Wait, are you doing the mage towers as well? Just grinding out all the mage towers like everybody else in the guild is? Epic, are you starting fights, man? You need to calm down, Epic. That one went over me. Yeah, James, are you grinding out all those mage towers? Like Brol is insane. I know this guy who did every single mage tower. Wait, I recognize this hunter. No. This hunter was in the group and he always kept cleaving. No. Never mind. Can I uninvite? Can I do this? Nice. I remember that hunter's name. Fool me once. No. Oh, you've been farming old rep and mounts? Is it just me or the stream is frozen? Oh, really? Oh, it is. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Let's do this. I didn't realize that the stream was frozen. Thank you for telling me, Roy. I mean, not Roy. Garimo. Yeah, it's not... Why? Why are you doing this? I may have to launch the beta again. Let's do that. Let me relaunch. Oh, there's an update. You know what? Every time... Also, we can do this. Every time I've gotten an update in the beta, like yesterday, they were testing out the whole live launch, and it seemed like every time there was a small little patch in the background, my OBS would just kind of die out. You're welcome. No, my bad. I read it wrong. I looked at the bottom of the chat. I saw you, and I was like, yes. Yeah, I'm sorry, Epic. I just like... I was like, no, none of this. What are my thoughts on Devastator? You've tested it on beta. You still prefer the playstyle a ton? Really, I don't care for Devastator. That's mostly because it doesn't provide rage anymore. I don't see the purpose of Devastator since it doesn't provide rage anymore. Devastator gives me a 20% chance to reset Shield Slam, but when I run a Mythic Plus, I'm more worried about when am I going to be able to use Dragon's Roar, when am I going to be able to use Thunderclap and Revenge. Like, my concerns in a Mythic Plus do not have anything to do with resetting Shield Slam. What they really have to do is picking up AoE threat and maintaining it and having AoE threat be a relevant thing. So if all I was doing was proccing Shield Slam after Shield Slam after Shield Slam, I would have to be able to perfectly tab target between everyone, and even then that would take one global every single time I'm tab targeting in order to try to hold everyone. So the Devastator gameplay is very different now that we live in a world where we have to worry about threat generation and AoE threat generation. I don't have as many open globals to fit in things like Shield Slam. Like, a lot of my globals are going into Dragon Roar and Thunderclap. A lot of my globals are going into Revenge. As soon as I see a free Revenge proc, I go and I use it. So I prefer Booming Voice because it gets me that rage. Like, Booming Voice is something I have control of. When Booming Voice goes active, that's when I hit my Demo Shout. So if I need that rage, if I need something a little extra, hit that Demo Shout, and I know exactly what's happening. So I prefer the playstyle of Booming Voice. All right, we got everybody here. Who's Ribsy? We'll start testing Holy and Disc Specs once 8.0 Mage Tower wise. You only care about Priest. Oh, nice. You got all your Priest ones? Yeah. To be honest, I should go back to the Mage Tower and do all of the tanking ones, but I don't have the patience for that right now. Trying to finish up leveling up the last two classes and putting out a top tanking list. Ribsy is phased. But Devastator does actually help with precisely that problem, doesn't it? I mean, it continues to add DPS while not consuming global cooldowns. Yes. So for me, Devastator, the big thing with Devastator would be, like, as soon as you see Shield Slam proc, use Shield Slam. But every now and then, I'm going to have to use Thunderclap instead, or Revenge instead, or Dragon's Roar instead, or Shockwave instead. I'm going to have to... I don't... Like, in Legion, you have the ability to have all of these other global cooldowns open, right? Your global cooldowns in Legion are Shield Slam and Thunderclap and Revenge. In BfA, you add in Ignore Pain, Demo Shout, Dragon's Roar, Shockwave. You add in all these other things into your global cooldown rotation. You no longer have that ability to have those open global cooldowns like you did in Legion. So, like, the Devastator gameplay, if Devastator still provided rage, I think I would like it a lot more. but Devastator does not provide rage. So that's the part to me that's like, that kind of sucks. If it still gave me rage, I'd be all for it. Because then if it still gave me rage, I would be able to I'd be able to do more ignore pain spamming. I'd be able to just open up everything else. I would. Why? Why, Ripsy? I don't even know who you are, Ripsy. You're not responding in chat. All right. Whoa, that person fell down. You're currently missing like 4 towers of all 36. You guys are insane doing all those mage towers. Demo is great in BfA considering the 45-second cooldown. Stuff like anger management. Yeah, it is. You're missing 34 of them? Yeah, I don't have that many mage towers either. Epic, I heard that you're gonna log into my account and do my mage one. My frost mage tower. Even though my mage has like item level 9, 10 or something. I don't even know. My mage is terrible. Alright. Let's do a ready check. You did them all in the last 2 months. You missed the majority of Legion. Oh man. Well, welcome back, Roy. Legion was a pretty good expansion. At least I think it was up there. All right, everybody was ready. Let's knock out the mother load. Let's go, guys. Rip key. I'm terrified. So these guys are going to be non-elites over here. Let me pull these guys as a little bit of a warm-up for everybody. Let me actually open up my FPS because they're not doing too hot here. So these guys are a bunch of non-elites. There's one guy over here, not the laborer, what is he? The vendor, yeah. The vendor, he is going to be the bane of my existence. He is going to be doing that iced spritzer, and I don't like getting ice spritzers. And then the Kaja Cola refreshers. It's just all sorts of magic damage that goes out on me that I don't want. Yeah, these FPS here. So the mother load was down for like 3 weeks. The mother load was down for like 3 weeks, and then they opened it up and they added like a dance hall. The last boss is sitting on a platform with like, it looks like you're going to EDC or something. Like they just added a lot of things that I think are contributing to just lag in here. It looks like a really cool dungeon now. There's just a lot going on. It just feels like it's just a little too much. All right, the ice spritzer is going off on my mage. Let me just go ahead and come over here, interrupt that. Here's another ice spritzer. I do have a stun. Let's throw that out. Ward keeps you away from time to time. I completely understand that, Roy. I get you. All right, knock these guys out. So get a good ignore pain roll in here. These thugs are definitely going to be doing decent amount of damage on me. But the one thing I'm worried of is this. You guys look at the charts. The warrior is killing it on the charts. That warrior is going to be pulling threat for me. Did anyone pull the group next to us? No. Okay. Yeah, that warrior is definitely at such a high level that he can pull threat off of me easily. Let's avoid that. So pulling this guy back here so we can all just, you know, take his lunch money in a corner. That's what we need to do. 50 attempts on the Frost Mage, still can't do it. Ouch. So I think the Frost Mage one is the same exact one that the Boomkin one gets. The kiting, right? Like the twins that you have to do a ton of kiting on and then nuke the tendrils. So here's one mech jockey, and so I don't want him to get to where he wants to get to. Nice, somebody else landed another stun on him. Let me line up my bull rush. I don't think he's even trying to anymore. Nice, he gave up. He was just kind of like, this isn't worth it. I'm done here. Is there a mech jockey here? Yes, there is one. He's gonna run that way too. Okay, let's go. So hopefully we can kill this mech jockey before he gets too far. Nice. We were able to knock him out. Very, very good. And there's another mech jockey in here. My thunderclap just came off of cooldown. Wait 2 seconds. There it is. Alright, so I don't have any active stuns right now, but what I do have is Bull Rush. So this mech jockey, fortunately he gave up on trying to get into his mech, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. Took him down. Perfect. The twins, Shadow Priest. Oh, okay, yeah. The twins, I've done. But only on a boomkin. Alright, so I'm going to get an AoE stun here because of the refreshment vendor. He's just going to be a pain in terms of all of that magic damage that the refreshment vendor does do. And there's the energy shield. You do want to kind of go away from it. Also, this assassin does an AoE constantly. That does do a lot of damage as well. So if you can knock it out, kind of want to. The mage towers are wasted content. Blizz should not remove them. The challenge skins, sure, but rebalance them. Yeah, I think keeping something with Mythic Plus going is going to be really, really cool. So they said that they're not doing tier sets because they want to focus on giving us more choices, right? They want us to have more armor sets. So if they do an armor set every single Mythic Plus season, that'd be really nice. And it kind of goes in line with what they said their mission statement was going to be, right? So giving us one different armor set every single time, every single season, would be really, really cool. And even if they grandfather it in, if they don't grandfather it in, you know, no big deal. Come over here. I don't want you to absorb any of that gold. Okay. So you want to keep this guy away from the gold, because if he starts absorbing that gold, he'll gain a damage buff. So you slowly, you see this, that like gold was going into him. You don't want that. Let's do this. So he's not casting his gold claiming thing, or is that it? No, Blazing Azurite. Okay. He's not casting his gold claiming thing because I'm moving him out of the way of that gold. No, come back over here. How did I lose threat there? This guy, man, this warrior doing all that damage. Yeah, the warrior's doing twice as much damage as me. Alright, let's start clearing this. We'll clear over here on the right hand side. We have less mobs if we go on the right hand side, or less difficult mobs too. Just more non-elites. You think the healing boots would make it easier on the Guardian Druid? Oh, okay. I honestly, on my Guardian Druid, I only have the boomkin, so I have some boomkin gear, and even then, I don't have a lot of boomkin gear. So I actually got on the Guardian, tried it once, and then I was like, no. I need different gear, maybe some trinkets or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's very different. Other priest ones and one of the mage ones, simply because you got the nether shard. Oh, you can't do any more nether shards? Yeah. Alright. Now these guys. They did change the way that these pulls look. They used to be a little bit more difficult because there was a lot of trash in the way. Like physical trash. Like a lot of scraps of metal in the way. But they did change the way that that kind of is. Let's also pop a demo shout right here. So when these sappers die, they actually throw a lot of bombs on the ground. So like this sapper right here, look at that. Just a lot of bombs on the ground. Alright, let's pull these guys. Alright, I threw a stun out. Hopefully I was trying to get that power through, but not working out for me. Also these ads. This guy is insane. This DPS warrior in here, I can't hold aggro from him. It's way too long to restart. If you could switch to shadow spec last phase, it would be easy peasy. The disc one, or which one is this? You run with the worst pug ever. Oh, the healing mage tower is running with the worst pug ever. It's an interesting challenge. I've done it. I only walked in there once into the healing one. I walked in there on my Holy Paladin when I was still gearing up, and I was like, this is so weird. You have to like tank certain things or get a mob to stand in front of you a certain way. Like it was definitely one of those weird things. You're playing a scenario where it auto-filled robots. And it's like, yeah, this is how it's balanced. It's weird. If I try the Guardian Druid one again, one thing that works is don't ever stand still. Yeah, I don't, because then you get knocked back by the Infernals. The only tanking class you don't have to worry about Infernals on is the Vengeance Demon Hunter. A Vengeance Demon Hunter goes, I can pop Glide. You're gonna knock me back? Glide. Look at that. An instant Wreck Storm? How am I supposed to hold threat against that? He's doing so much damage. He was doing 3 times as much damage as me in burst. I can't hold that. Give me like 2 globals. Look at that. I was able to reclaim like half of the mobs. Give me like 2 globals. Come on, guy. Give me 2 globals. Alright, so when this sapper dies, he does drop all his bombs. Oh! He did a final blast. I hadn't seen them do that. Alright, we'll let Ripsy here get his mana back. We can drop a totem there. Drop a totem here. The AW appearance is the Mage Tower appearance is meh on a Shadow Priest. I wouldn't know, but it's your Typhoon, man. The Mage Tower appearance on your Shadow Priest, that's your Naifu. It's your Naifu, man. You can't just. Let's do that. I'm just gonna throw out an individual stun. We should be DPSing the ads too. So there's the Azurite infusion going out. Let me go ahead and pop Avatar. Let's start helping DPS this guy down right here. And then we are going to have the Azurite infusion. Oh, Azurite infusion again. And he's not going to be able to infuse anything. Perfect. The Resonant Pulse is the one that you have to look out for. Here it is. But we don't have any ads up right now. We killed them all. He hasn't spawned any new ones. Knocked him out. Quick and easy. Demon Hunter was stunningly easy. Yeah, the fact that you could just ignore Infernals is done. First one tried one without a buff on a legendary 906. Nice. After doing Warrior, Paladin, and Guardian, you were like WTF? Yeah, the Demon Hunter one wasn't bad. I was still learning how to play Demon Hunter, to be honest with you, when I did it. And yeah, it was like, just keep your space button handy. Alright, so the reason I'm clearing this way is clearing the other way, you have all of the masterminds. And those masterminds start getting real heavy, man. Those masterminds do a lot of damage. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Those masterminds do a lot of magic damage. They're unstunnable, uninterruptible. So all of the magic damage that they do, it just goes out on you. You just have to live with it. You're just kind of like, alright, well, these guys are evade bugging too. So yeah, those masterminds are just kind of, they're a pain. And since they're kind of like mini bosses, I'd rather avoid them if I can. Come up here. Come up here, guy. Transmute. Interrupt. Interrupt. Okay, come up here. Come on. These evade bugs. Alright. So they don't like me going this way. Not all can be a god. There's I'm interested to see, like, if MMO Champ were to do a survey on how many people have gotten their Mage Tower or are still trying and still not being able to get it with the artifact weapons being bumped up. I'm interested to see what the split is with people that still have, you know, if you still have like 950 plus gear, 960 plus gear, and the artifact bump up, you know, it's not the Mage Tower. Honestly, the Mage Tower is not for everyone. I'd be interested to see the breakdown though of how many people. Alright, this is one of the masterminds. You see this leech globule right here? That is just going to be a ton of healing on him. Can't be interrupted. What happened to Blood DK? What do you mean what happened to Blood DK? You mainly play tanks. You suck so much at DPS, it's not even funny. Oh, man. You know, I used to main a healer back in Burning Crusade. But healing back then was very different than healing now. So this expansion, I was like, hey, you know what? I want to bring you guys every single camera angle. So I started playing my Boomkin for DPS, and then I started playing a Holy Paladin for a healing perspective. And I gotta tell you, I think that healing is the hardest job in Legion. Now in BfA, I don't know. I've only tried warrior. I've only tried tanks, so I don't know. But healing is the most like stress-inducing thing I did in Legion, and I don't know if it's just because I hadn't healed since Burning Crusade, so I had a very different idea of what it was. But yeah, it was up there, man. Trying to heal like high mythic pluses or anything. Ribsy, who are you on the stream? I don't know who it is. Uh-oh. We can't mount up. We're forever in combat. People are gonna die. Oh no! Don't stand in the goo, guys. Alright, so everybody... Does everybody have battle shot? Yeah, it's just not mine. Okay. The high mythic plus is a real stressful time. Yeah. On a tank, it's not so bad. Like, you're the one dictating the pace. So if things are getting out of hand for you, you can always just kind of slow down. But as a healer, you're kind of at the mercy of your tank. And then having to do AoE heals. That was the hardest part of Mythic Plus for me. Like, whenever you have Grievous or bursting up and trying to heal through that, it's just like a really intense moment every few seconds. Like, you're running a Mythic Plus, it's gonna happen every like 30-40 seconds, and it's just one of those like really stressful moments where you just need to get your AoE healing together. You need to pop your cooldowns, trinkets, whatever it is that you have. That's probably when you want to start going all in, because everybody's gonna be ticking for like 20-30% of their HP. It's gonna be insane. Alright, let's do a little bit of healing. Not bad. We are all stuck in combat, and rip, we just took that as well. Alright, so let's kill the technician first. Oh, everybody took a lot of damage there. Ripsy, rip your mana, man. I'm sorry. Hopefully we all kill the technician first, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like most people are going to be targeting the machine, the war machine. Yep. The technician did go down first, but the health differential is so big on him, people definitely targeted the war machine first. It's hard when the tanks are go, 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 and you don't have move heal. Oh, man. I think the worst part about it is, as a warrior tank, I was always in there and go, 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 go. Like, I had my ignore pain, and if everybody else was, like, above 70%, I was like, time for the next pull. Let's do it. And then I started healing, and I was like, this is terrible. I feel like I'm a terrible human being now. Oh, somebody ran into that one. Let's pull this one. Currently, like 36% of people who got at least one appearance on one character, 9% who got it on all one character. Oh wow, that is really low. 9% of people got all of them on their one character, or just 36% of people who just got one appearance. That's really low. I thought the numbers were going to be a lot better. I thought more people would want to do the Mage Tower. Yeah, 36 sounds really low. I'm very surprised by that number. All right, let's just come here. Just hit me. Just there it is. Oh, you thought I was supposed to play Blood DK? Not for the live stream right now. Blood DK I already did 2 weeks ago. I'm leveling up the monk right now, but this weekend was a lot of like setting up the new PC, so I didn't really get to play a lot of monk. I'm not gonna lie, I think my monk is still like level 111, so I need to grind that out this week. Start grinding that monk out. I'm gonna need Demon Hunter and Red to teach me everything about monk tanking. Oh, you can check the global achievements. That's right. I forgot about that. You already completed 36 skins and only 2 with weapons buffed. Nice. That is insane. We're gonna need trash percentage, really? No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're at 90%. We still have some trash to pull here. We have these guys. Uh-oh. This guy got pulled. Rip. Who's it going to target? Get away from him. Alright. You only want one person to get that debuff at a time. Here, I'll get this one. Alright. Knock that bomb out. And then we're going to get up to like 92%, right? 92? Yeah. And then this pull right here. Ripsy, I hope you're ready to rip it up, my friend. Okay, let me run into it. Oh, that's a lot of people that got that debuff. Okay, hold on. Let's repair up, or heal up. And, oh. Yeah, the instant wreck storm into the hardest pull in the dungeon. I don't know about that, my friend. I don't know about that. I wouldn't have done that. Yeah, so I interrupted the overcharge here, and now we just have the Sky Scorcher. No big deal. There he is, and now the War Machine. We might need, what, maybe like 1%? I think we're gonna get up. Oh, we're gonna get up to 96. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me pull a little bit more. I thought that was gonna be enough. So this guy is gonna bump us up to 97 and 98. Okay, we got it. Mythic Plus pug tanks are some of the worst. Ouch! I pug all the time, Brittany. That hurts. You're going straight for the throat on that one. How much is that? 98. Perfect. Just get this guy. Hopefully he doesn't pull with the other guy. Alright, we should be able to get away with just this. You were easy to do. I had way worse tanks that would chain pull and you couldn't run while healing. Yeah. I think when I was running with a healer, and the only time I was ever told that I was going too fast was on a Vengeance Demon Hunter, and that makes sense. On a Vengeance Demon Hunter, I do run Mythic Pluses pretty damn fast because I can self-heal, I can throw Spirit Bomb out there, I get Leech. I'm just doing all sorts of things on Avengers Demon Hunter, just running around. You said some? My bad. I keep looking down and I catch some of the messages. Alright. So look at this. Like, FPS here are going to be like, what? Alright. Let's do this. Oh, a lot of people are getting a lot of really high-end gear from Arathi. I need to go over there. I need to do that. Alright, so I'm going to move out of the way of these guys. I'm going to have one of the bombs go right in front of me and the other one go across. Here's the Gatling gun. The guys are still in the same places, actually. So, let me move over to this back quadrant a little bit more again. Oh, they're there. They're moving. They're moving. Alright, so now we have those two quadrants over there and over here. Let me move this guy over. Everybody needs to move. Uh-oh. Alright. Good luck, everyone. I don't know where they're going to move to after this, so we'll keep an eye out. Alright, so we got the ads coming up. Hopefully the other guy sticks to me. They're really, really far apart, so getting both of them to stick to me, it's just a pain. Alright, so we've got, if you have a debuff on you, you want to stand on here for the drill smash. Hopefully I get one of the next targets. Come on, target me. Drill smash we have here on me, over here on this part of the platform, and oh, that's it. We got one of them. There's normally 3 of them. Drill smash is on me. Let's go. Do it there. Let's run over to the other side. Perfect. We got one more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Person needs to move. Uh-oh. Ah, too late. Too late, Ribsy. Drill smash. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. We need it. What do I think about the block changes for Paladin? They make them very strong. The fact that blocking got changed for both classes, right? It's for Warrior and Paladin. But the fact that Paladins have redoubt is very, very strong. So a Prot Warrior, your mastery is double whatever your current block is, right? But it is 2 times. It's not like double block value subject to diminishing returns. But for Prot Warriors, I mean for Prot Paladins, you now get block value plus 75%. You get an extra 75% block value by just picking up 1 talent point. So the blocking changes are going to make blocking tanks, both prot warriors and prot paladins, very, very strong. I got my keystone upgraded. Ooh, got a new trinket. Strength or mastery? Let's do this one. Nice. Oh, the lag. Oh, it's that details popping up at the end. 337 item level. We upgraded it to Toll the Gore plus 5. Toll the Gore is the one where you have to escape from the prison, right? Yeah, Toll the Gore is going to be a tough one. Overseer. Overseer is going to be tough. Why are the FPS so low? Yeah, it's just this area. I'm thinking that the FPS are low because they're on test servers, so the test servers are going to have lower specs, and it's just not optimized yet. You're leveling up your final class now for the Mage Tower? Dang. Global 36 done is around 0.1 to 0.2%. Yeah, it is very hard to scan for it. I agree, but it's probably just... I only know one person that did all 36. That's it. Just one person is crazy enough to do all that. There's also a reason why Blizzard doesn't want to repeat tires. Too much work for only a handful of people. Yeah, I thought they were going to have better turnouts. And so if they had better turnouts, they were going to have more likely to do them again. But with these turnouts, only 36% of people actually completing it, I don't see them doing it again. Maybe we'll get Mythic Plus. Maybe we'll get Mythic Plus. Let me go over to Arathi. Maybe we'll get Mythic Plus challenge mode sets or something like that. Mythic Plus sets. And that'd be pretty cool. So, what's the best way of getting to Arathi? Getting to Undercity, but that's not a thing anymore. Getting to Silvermoon? Is there a port to Arathi, guys? Do I think Paladins need Holy Shield for any content? Raiding content. Far better than the previous dungeon? Yeah, that was for sure. You mean the tank is the team's condom and pace and the opportunity maker? Absolutely. He should adjust to his healer's tempo. Yes, I agree. Most people prefer to hate each other. That too. When keys used to rip, we had like a bigger like incentive to stay together. But now that keys don't rip, it's just, you know, just do it. But yeah, Paladins needing Holy Shield. Paladins are going to need Holy Shield for raid content because let me show you this. Raid, Old Deer, the first Old Deer. Let's go to not even just abilities, just things we need to watch out for. Talik is going to do physical, so this one is physical. This shadow damage and then physical damage on the... Wait, which one is physical damage? The cudgel, or one of these is physical damage. Which one is it? I thought cudgel was physical. They may have changed it. Huh. But you see this, so shadow, shadow, shadow. We go look at Mother. Mother has always been fire damage, right? Arcane damage and fire damage. Fetid Devourer, we have this one might be the most physical one, but he has like environmental rotting effects, nature damage. Zekvoss is heavy on void damage, shadow damage, and shadow damage. So when we talk about like, are paladins ever going to need holy shield for this stuff? For raids, look at that, shadow damage, nature damage. Zul might be a little bit physical. He does a lot of melee and he like buffs his melee. Physical damage, yeah, so Zul's gonna be that. Physical, here you have another shadow damage, shadow damage, shadow damage. Gahoon is just magic damage everywhere. I don't see anything there. It's just like corruption going out, but plague damage and shadow damage is Gahoon. So when we talk about like blocking magic damage, yeah, raids, you need it. For Mythic Plus, you need physical damage mitigation. So let me go over to Arathi. I want to check out this gear. Do any of you guys know where that new gear is? That PvP gear? That sweet, sweet Arathi gear? Dragon Charge is a protection PvP. Yes, yes it is. Get me out of here. Get me out of Silvermoon as fast as possible. Why does Silvermoon look so red? It's not this bright and live, is it? That's terrible. You get an item level 370 for every Warfront reset, but not now because Warfront is bugged. Okay, I want to check out the gear. What's Dragon Charge? Dragon Charge is a PvP talent. This is so red. What the hell? It's hurting my eyes. Dragon Charge is this guy right here. Let me remove my face so you can see it. 20-second cooldown. You run at high speed. You do a decent amount of damage, and you knock back everybody in the way. It's all PvP. From this. I need it. I need that gear. I need that 370. Arathi. Hammerfall. Let's fly here. It's a little bit less of a flight. Motherload is not that tough after all. We had one botched pull that I remember in that Motherload, but not too bad. Use it once in Eye of the Storm in the center and you'll understand. Oh, man. Oh, your biggest wish for Pra is baseline Dragon Charge? It would be interesting. Yeah, in PvE content, it'd be so weird. You would have really bad interactions with that. So think of this, right? You're running a Mythic Plus. You have a bunch of raging mobs in front of you, and you're like, I'm just going to Dragon Charge them. See how this goes. You Dragon Charge them. You knock them up. You charge past them. They are now technically behind you, and they all get to swing. Depending on how slow their swing timer is, their swing might register on your back, and if that's like 7 or 8 mobs, you would die because you Dragon Charged, and it placed the mob behind you because you went right through them. So Dragon Charge would be awesome. I agree, but it has the potential of like some really, really funky things. Every completed Warfront, you also get a 340 item, no quest. Oh, so I just need to start doing Warfronts again, even though I find them boring. Oh no, why did this die? Why did this tab die? Give me the tab back. I know that there's a lot of blue testing happening this week as well. This week, oh, this is a world quest. Oh, launch testing. That's all that's happening. 2 launch tests. Okay. Well, then let me get into the Warfront, Blizz. Let me get this gear. What do I think is better, Prot Warrior or Prot Paladin? I think Prot Paladin allows you to recover a little bit better. Prot Warrior is the best at like mitigating physical damage right now. There's no one that tops a Prot Warrior in terms of physical damage mitigation. So if you're playing a Prot Warrior, you throw on shield block, you are the tankiest class with just that little bit of just your active mitigation than anyone else. But you see, like, the FPS are back. It's the new zones. But yeah, when we talk about some of the other classes like Prot Paladin is really good at mitigating damage as well. They also have block, but they can't guarantee block. That's the strength of a warrior. Warrior shield block is 100% block, and then your mastery is, you know, a smaller percentage of that. So I think Prot Warrior is better at mitigating physical damage, not magic, physical damage, but a Prot Warrior doesn't have the ability to recover. So if you mess up on a Prot Warrior, you take a big spike of damage. What can you do at that point? Do a little bit of kiting, maybe pop like your demo shout if you have booming voice, and get an ignore pain up, maybe get a shockwave up, start popping your cooldowns, whether it's shield wall, last stand, demo shout. As a Prot Paladin, you get a little bit of a mess up, like you have a little bit of a gap in SOTR uptime or something like that. Then you jump away real quick, you do like a slight little bit of kiting, you hand to the protector yourself, you jump right back in, And that Hand of the Protector has a short enough cooldown to where you can do that in a reasonably reliable way. So Prot Paladin can do that. Also, you have the biggest oh shit button on a Prot Paladin, right? On a Prot Warrior, you pop Shield Wall, and that's your biggest mitigator. Although arguably now Last Stand with Bolster is probably going to be a little bit better. But anyway, Shield Wall, biggest mitigator that you probably have. On a Prot Paladin, you bubble. There is no better button than a bubble. So Prot Paladin offers you more utility and more area to kind of recover. That being said, if you are already very used to the Prot Warrior playstyle, I think the Prot Warrior now with the new blocking changes and the new blocking scaling, I think Prot Warriors are the best physical damage mitigators. But in raids, I also showed you earlier, raids is a lot of magical damage. So you have to be really good at playing a Prot Warrior to mitigate that magic damage. You need to know your Prot Warrior. Like, hey, there's going to be a lot of magic damage going out right now. Let me save up and ignore pain beforehand, and as soon as it hits, I pop Spell Reflect, and then do an ignore pain immediately after. Or let me get a Demo Shout up on the boss, because that Demo Shout is going to do 20% mitigation. Or this, I'm not going to have too much physical damage going on this fight, so I know when to use Last Stand, even though I have Bolster partnered with it. I'm not going to take advantage of the Bolster, but you need to know when to use certain things. So if you're very used to the Warrior, you will find a way around. You will find a way that makes it work, but it's not perfect. And like Prot Paladins, you can bubble, you can Blessing a Spell Warding, you can block the magic damage, you can heal yourself through it. I mean, if you really wanted to, I know it's not something that you should be doing, but if it's a magic damage that's going out that's not really hurting you, what you could do is pop light of the Protector and just spam Flash Heal on yourself in a corner as well. It's not ideal, but it's another option you have that doesn't mitigate magic damage, but it definitely helps out your healers. So if you don't have anything else, you don't have any other cooldowns, you don't have Guardian, Bubble, Blessing and Spell Warding, you can also do that as well. While on Warriors, Impending Victory is, you know, you have to go hit someone in the face. So I think Prot Warrior is the best mitigator, but doesn't offer as much recovery as Prot Paladin. Hard to say right now. Paladin seems better to start off with in BfA, and it should not fail you. Warriors currently due to balancing a tad bit harder. Yeah, yes, I agree that the Warrior is also going to outgrow the Paladin. If they do not change the blocking scaling, Warriors are going to be stupid OP by the time the third raid comes out. By the time the third raid comes out, my regular blocking is going to be doing like 50 to 60% blocking regular. And then my critical block, I've heard that critical block capping is at 85%. So critical blocks are just going to, you know, block everything. So it's a little insane to be thinking about that right now. But I do think they're going to nerf the scaling of blocking. But if they don't, then Warriors are just going to be ridiculously stupid OP. And also what Roy drove home there is that the tanking class you play only really matters in super endgame content. If you're pushing Mythic Realm first, if you're pushing that top 100 for that new, that's a world boss. I'm gonna go look for the Alliance world boss too. So if you're pushing that top 100 in the world achievement, that realm first achievement in your own realm, then you're probably gonna want to run Blood Decay or Guardian Druid or Brewmaster Monk. They like Brewmaster Monk, the mitigation that they offer via stagger is just gonna be something that's top notch that can be used really well when you're pushing realm first. If you're not pushing realm first, if all you do is LFR normal or heroic content, you can do any tank. Where's this Alliance guy? Do you guys know? It would be broken, stupid, and weird, but it would be so much fun. I agree. But I never like being OP in my class because when you're OP, the banhammer swings hard. And the banhammer, or the nerf hammer, sorry. The nerf hammer swings really hard, and the nerf hammer has a tendency of swinging a little too hard. You know, that's just my opinion. When the nerf hammer goes out, it has a tendency of over swinging a little bit. So I never like being OP. OP get banned? Yeah, I never like being OP because the nerf hammer swings a little too hard. I'd rather be above average. That's where I'd rather sit at. BM Monk are good with dodge too, like not taking damage. Not necessarily. I don't know if that's their playstyle. Their playstyle is more about using the stagger as best as they can. Like, big hits come in, let's get the stagger going, and then start cleansing all of that stagger as well. You have all these outdoor guys, but I don't think any of these guys are any of the outdoor raid bosses, right? Like this guy right here, no. Just the Lion's Roar. Where is it? Where is it? Guys, where's this world boss? I don't see it. Warrior is simple to pick up and learn, but the skill cap is getting higher and higher since it heavily punishes you for screwing up. But that might be also super rewarding. Yes. And then yes, Epic, you would definitely go further into the dungeon and pull more mobs if you don't know what you're doing with the Dragon Charge. That's also the case. Like this ability that they brought back. If I show you guys that, the Intimidating Shout, it's going to get used in Mythic Pluses by people who don't know how to use it, and it's going to result in a lot of body pulling. A lot of body pulling. But yeah, that's just going to be the case with any ability. That burning guy isn't, no. I don't know where this dude is. But yeah, as far as Protection Warrior sucks unless you're 3 Thunders. No, so the Protection Warrior is punishing because you just have to know what's going on, right? Like let's just even discuss active mitigation and the new blocking, right? Our bolster talent. So while you have bolster up, you basically have shield block baked in. So if you run bolster, you have to be very aware that when you pop last stand, you should not be using any charges of shield block. If you have last stand up with a bolster and you start using shield block, you're wasting your talent point. Your whole talent point is just not useful. You're overcapping on block. It doesn't do anything for you. And by doing that, you're actually just hurting yourself, because then you're going to need block. A few seconds later, you're going to need all that block, and you're not going to have it. So you need to really be aware of what's going on when you play a Prot Warrior. So just to be able to mitigate all that damage. There's just a lot of little things. All right, let's just go over here and report to the other person. There's a lot of people just out here. It really isn't. It just doesn't excuse bad playstyle. Take a DK, you get hit, you heal up. That's not a smart play, but extremely strong nonetheless. Wait, what do you mean doesn't excuse a bad playstyle? Oh, that Prot Warrior sucks? Yeah, no, Prot Warrior doesn't suck, but it just, yeah, you need to know what you're doing on a Prot Warrior. Huarang, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, you need to know what you're doing on a Prot Warrior, or else, you know, also on a Prot Warrior, it's all about cycling your cooldowns. So if you're someone who freaks out, pops all 3 cooldowns all at once, as soon as those cooldowns run out, you're assed out. Like you're dead. You're dead. You need to know what cooldown you need for what situation. You think it might happen that we lose critical block completely? They constantly rebalance it. It just doesn't work with base blocking this strong. Well, here's the thing, Roy. Critical block will work in this expansion if it doubles block value, because block value is subject to diminishing returns. So if critical block is subject to diminishing returns, then it'll be okay, because by the end of the first raid, we have we're gonna have like 42%. Let me pull up the spreadsheet again. We're gonna have like 42% base block, but if critical block is subject to diminishing returns, that puts critical block at 61%, which is right above normal values. But the fact that critical block is just 2 times your regular block mitigation, it's not going to happen that way. But if they make it subject to diminishing returns, I can absolutely see critical block still working. They just need to subject it to diminishing returns. That's not the right spreadsheet. Oh, here it is. I don't have those values anymore, do I? Oh yeah, I do. Here it is. Let me take a screenshot of this. Bear with me, guys. I want to show you guys this, that where I think that critical block value can still be applied very well. And save it here. Let me add it to the scene. Here on desktop. Okay, so if we look here, this is the calculations I made if we had block value subject to diminishing returns, and this would be impacting mostly Proud Warriors. So if by the end of a normal dungeon we're blocking 33, if we double block value, we get up to 50. That's not a crazy amount. Right now it's 30-60. So by the end of the first Mythic raid, if we go up to 45% with a critical block, which is doubling block value instead of just doubling whatever block is, we jump up to 61%. This is going to hit DRs really fast. You see, this is only increasing about 3% per difficulty, and it's going to start getting to 2% and then 1%. So by the end of the expansion, how much your mastery is crit blocking, it's not going to be that much of a difference between your shields. So if they change mastery to just be 2 times block value, like it was that for the last build, then we'll be good. We'll be all set. Now that you mention it, you just had a few ideas on how do you view the shit out of Dragon Charge in instances? No Dragon Charge. BM Monk seems squishy. I'm still leveling mine up. I don't know yet. Wait, why is this not going? Okay. Away! Go! Then you would never reach the cap. Yeah, you would always be hitting that DR. So that would be like that. Bear was so OP while leveling, yeah. Endgame Bear wasn't difficult. It was just harder to hold aggro than I'd like it to be on a bear. Their damage doesn't seem to be up there. But they did say that specifically from here till launch, they're going to be doing numbers changes. So if they change a little bit of the numbers in terms of like bear blocking, then we'll be good. I mean, bear damage, they'll be good. Monks are the tanks that you would only main if Shield Slam wasn't the most satisfying face plonk there is in Charge. Yes, I love Charge. Roll doesn't do it quite like Charge does. Rolling into a group of mobs just, it's not as satisfying as just a charge and a Shield Slam. It's weird, but the way that I play my warrior, I play my warrior with visual cues. So I know when I hit Shield Slam by looking at my warrior, by seeing him swing his shield around. I know Devastator because of the animation. I've gotten used to it now in the High Mountain Torrent, but I know the undead animations. And it's one of those things where Shield Slam is just one of the most... Charge plus Shield Slam is one of the most satisfying things ever. If they remove Charge and Shield Slam from a warrior, that's the day I shelve my warrior. Charging into mobs sounds better than rolling into mobs, yes. Which is why when I played a oh hey, nice. Which is why when I played a Guardian Druid, that's when I was even like, just Let me get charge, feral charge. I need this feral charge on my Guardian Druid. Tanking without a charge feels weird. Even on my DK when I run in and like Death and Decay, it feels a little weird. Nice! Defeat the Alliance! Cue me up. Oh guys, we can do the Warfront? Ripsy, you told me that I couldn't do the Warfront. If I do the Warfront, I win, I get 970. Test Monk Stagger on live. You can take 900-ish Monk and tank Heroic on Taurus. Stagger is an extremely strong mechanic. That being said, Stagger, understanding Stagger on the fly and understanding Stagger in the middle of a boss fight is one of those things where you definitely need like, you need to understand monk tanking really, really well. You're talking about how classes feel. Dev team is putting weight on behind each ability while trying. I agree, Trash Minky. That's why I haven't put out a top tank list, because 2 of them are still how they feel, right? But Prot Warrior, Blood DK, Guardian Druid, and I'm forgetting the other one. But, oh, Prop Paladin. I've already done all 4 of those up to Mythic 0 content. So those 4 are ready to start doing Mythic Plus. In fact, I've done Mythic Dungeons on them. So besides how classes feel, for those 4 particular classes, I've done the work of getting them to 120 and grinding out the Mythic Dungeon. So once I get my Brewmaster Monk and my Vengeance Demon Hunter up there, I'll be able to properly say, this is how they actually feel when they're playing. There's going to be number changes, but their core rotation should be in. So like Guardian Druids, like I said earlier, it's hard to hold threat, but I fully expect the dev team to make them hit harder and generate more threat. Like, I fully expect that. Right now, that's not a flaw that I'm putting on Guardian Druids, that I'm like, if you play Guardian Druids, be careful for your threat. It's like, you know, right now that's how they are, but hopefully they fix it. Hounds would destroy a 900 monk. You tanked on a 903 monk for testing purposes. Far from optimal. Cannot screw up. Oh, man. Don't pick 900 monks over gear tanks. Alright, guys. It has been great chatting with you guys. I'm going to save this and this. I'm gonna do this later today or tomorrow, and then save the opening for Friday so you guys can get that or see that gear with me. That is going to wrap up today's stream. We've gone on to actually about 4.5, 5 hours at this point. So thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. Today's stream was interesting, grinding out that Azerite power, but that Mythic Plus that we did at first, that was interesting. That was a really interesting run. I want to thank you guys all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for chatting with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was the first 1080p, 60 FPS. Well, actually not 60. We're getting a little bit less. 1080p. First 1080p stream on the new rig. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any more comments for anything that you guys want to see, let me know in the comment section down below or in the chat here, or send a message to me. Let me also do this. If you guys don't follow any of my other social media, you guys can contact me there as well. There's also the community Discord there as well. You guys can join. So I will see you guys on Friday with another live stream. Enjoy your 4th of July if you do celebrate it and if you are in the States. So enjoy that. I will see you guys on Friday. Bye, everyone.